Hello, and welcome to Famicast 159, your Famicast for the early part of October 2019. I'm your host, Danny Bivens. I'm back, and today I'm joined, as always, by Mr. James Charlton.
Hey, good to be not in the hot seat for once, and the pressure's off. Give it all back to you, Danny. You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Also joined by Ty Schugert.
Yeet!
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Right on.
And, of course, the very lovely, lovely purple bandana wearing man himself, Sairus Delaney.
I'll slow down.
Yeah.
He's married.
Danny's back on the show. That means I'm the last one to be introduced again.
Yeah, well, I might forget you when we're doing like new business or just when we're signing off for the show, so be ready for that.
Yeah, it became very apparent when I was hosting the show that things were different.
Well, there was always a certain order that I would always say the names, and I just like to not get it out of line. But then again, too, I mean, there were literally times where I would literally forget Sai, and I feel like such a hero for that.
Right. More on that later.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get into it with some new business. All right. And you know what? I'll go ahead and kick off new business because I haven't been on the show for, it's been about 2 months now, I think. So I'll just kind of go ahead and kick things off. Yeah. I actually have been playing some video games, despite, I was gone with like some family stuff that was going on. And seriously, for anybody, well, first of all, for these guys here, thank you guys for making sure the show kept going and sending any types of words of encouragement. Same to any of you listeners and any of you guys out there too. Really appreciate that. But instead of the sappy stuff, let's talk about some video games. So James, I know you played quite a bit of this too. But I'm going to talk a little bit about Dragon Quest XI on the Switch and also on the 3DS. So
okay. Okay. Well, I played the demo like a while back, but
yeah. But I mean, you probably put in a decent amount of time. You cleared the demo too, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it lets you play up to 10 hours, isn't it? Or
roughly.
Up to a certain point in the game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could just go off and do a whole bunch of stuff for hours and hours and hours if you really wanted to, but
yeah, it doesn't stop you. I think you can just keep leveling up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't push it to the limits that much, but yeah.
I got back and it was like I think a week before Zelda came out or something, and I was like, okay, I need to get through this goddamn demo. So I went pretty hard on that, and I think the day that Link's Awakening came out, that's whenever I finished the demo, and then I moved on to Link's Awakening, and then beat that pretty quickly, and then went back to Dragon Quest. We'll talk about Link's Awakening here in a little bit, but
because the final release of Dragon Quest came out like a week after Link's Awakening, didn't it? Or something crazy like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I've been obviously I plugged away in the demo for something like 8 or 9 hours, and today actually I sat down. I mean, I bought the game when it first came out on launch day, Dragon Quest, and I played for like 30 minutes. And I was like, oh God, I don't need to repeat my same mistakes that happens whenever I buy really lengthy games. So today I was like, all right, I have some time. So
to clarify, Danny, you had the 3DS version and you played that for 30 minutes. So did you get further in the Switch demo than you did in the 3DS full game?
Yes, shamefully so.
New ground. You're in new ground. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I threw up a video of like basically visual comparisons between like the 3D mode on the 3DS version of the game as well as the Switch version, so you can see like the differences there if there's something you want to see visually. But if you can't be bothered by any of that, I mean, one of the cool things, I mean, it's basically the exact same game. Just the biggest difference here is just visually, story is the same and stuff. But with 3DS, obviously, it's not as powerful as PS4 or Switch or anything. So they had to kind of work within the limitations of the system. So you still do have like a pretty decent looking 3D mode in the game. They're a little bit kind of more chibified, I guess.
To be clear, you're talking about the 3DS game now?
Yeah, the 3DS game, yeah.
The one that will never come out in English?
Oh yeah, it's not coming. Yeah. But I mean, the cool thing about that version is that since it has the magic of the two screens, on the top screen you're seeing the game in 3D mode, and on the bottom screen you're seeing the 2D, the beautiful 2D artwork and stuff like that while you're playing in 3D, which is pretty.
Looks like a Super Nintendo game on the bottom screen, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And there's also with the 3DS version, there was also some kind of Street Pass functionality, but even when that game came out in 2017, I sure wasn't getting very many street passes. I mean, I don't go to Tokyo or anything very often. I live out here in Saitama, and there's no way in hell I was going to get any hits just walking around town. And yeah, but I didn't get out to take advantage of that at all either.
You've given me an idea actually for a little feature. It could be like street passing in 2019 in Tokyo. I could actually find my 3DS, charge it, and see if I get any hits.
That would actually be pretty interesting. I could try it in Dublin too. I can spoilers, not getting any hits.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, long story short, nothing, no matter where you are.
In Dublin it'd be the same if it was in 2011 or 2019.
I got one time. It was pretty exciting.
Right. I usually max the 10 out before I've even stepped on the train. But,
Yeah,
well, that way, back in the day, yeah.
Of course, yeah. Those were the days, man.
Good times. And that's Takeshi, right? Thinking back to the old Street Pass video that we did in Akihabara, Danny. Do you remember that? For
very scientifically accurate Street Pass video, yes.
People loved it.
Yes.
Scientists loved it.
Yes, exactly.
All the comments were, this is the most scientific and accurate representation of Street Pass I've ever seen. Thank you for doing it.
You're welcome.
That's how I remember it, anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
But
with
Minoru as well. Minoru. Shout out to Minoru.
He was there. He wasn't on film, but
right. Yeah. He's Japanese. He doesn't show his face on camera.
Yeah. But anyways, so I mean, I've been playing a lot more Dragon Quest on the Switch. Like I said, I did bust out a little bit on the 3DS just to kind of remind myself of some of the differences and all that stuff. But I'm just kind of progressing in the story a little bit, grinding, and I was really shocked because I was just kind of grinding in this one particular area, and I came across like these metal slimes, and I was like, okay, you can only hit them like basically take off like 1 HP at a time when you're hitting them, but they only have like 3 or 4 HP, and when you beat them, they give you like 2,000 experience points. And I'm in an area where you get like maybe like between 50 to 100 per enemy or something. So I mean that was insane. But yeah, I'm really enjoying like the characters and stuff like that. The character you might have seen in like the trailers and stuff, he's kind of like a flamboyant like circus guy. What's his name? Like oh my god. Kind of
right,
yeah, goofy
got
guy.
Like a frilly neck thing going on. Yeah,
goofy guy with sideburns. He's like a jester type of guy, but he's cool as heck. And so I mean, I'm really enjoying the combat in the game too. It's Dragon Quest. It's pretty simple, but I like how even in the 3D mode, you're able to move around. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't give you any advantage, but it's still cool just to you can do that type of stuff, and makes it kind of feel like you have a little bit free control in that.
So there's no way to like dodge enemies. Like it's completely pointless walking around, right?
Yeah,
if somebody fires fire at you, you're going to get hit by the fire no matter what. Yeah.
If they do a physical attack on you, you're going to get hit unless you get lucky and it misses you or something like that.
The illusion of choice, the illusion of being able to dodge.
Yeah. But James, I'm trying to remember. Did you say when you were playing the demo, did the game actually like crash on you or something?
Yeah. There was a dungeon I was in, and I got a hard crash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently that dungeon had a bug in it, and lots of people happened to lots of people. That particular dungeon.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. But I haven't had any problems like that at all. I've noticed that obviously there's a little bit of a difference when you're playing in handheld mode. It looks like the load times are a little bit longer. Obviously it doesn't look as crisp. It's not going 1080p obviously on handheld mode, but. Yeah, I mean, other than that, you can't really complain about the graphics. I mean, artistically, it's fantastic. Looks great. Looks like there's Dragon Ball characters everywhere because of Akira Toriyama. So
Goku's everywhere.
Yeah, basically, Goku's and Trunks and stuff like that.
So, Danny, this is for people thinking about importing or whatever. this is one of the rare games which is actually, well, it's not region locked. You can play it on any Switch, but it's language locked, right? If you buy the Japanese version, it's only Japanese. Right?
Yeah, and I was thinking,
which one did you buy in the end?
I bought the English one. I bought the one from North America,
which ironically has Japanese in it. So
yeah, it's weird because it has Japanese, voice, but it doesn't have Japanese text in the game. And I was kind of thinking, like, how in the hell does this happen? But then I was thinking about it a little bit more, and I was thinking, well, I think in the West, Nintendo's handling the publishing duties, whereas in Japan, it's Square Enix doing that stuff.
Stingy Enix, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like maybe they just don't have the rights to put that in there, or vice versa. It's just it's stupid and needlessly the way it is. It's not.
Dragon Quest is full of stupid decisions. Like, oh, we can't use the music that for the game because we don't own it. Like, what? It doesn't make sense.
There's a whole laundry list of things that are kind of like out for streamers. Like in part of the menu, it's like, if you're trying to stream, don't do like this, and this, and this of this game. And it's like, okay. So
you can ignore all that.
Yeah, you could. You're just going to get probably just can't monetize your videos or whatever. I don't know. But
do we have any Dragon Quest 11 videos on the channel? I think we do.
Yeah, you put some up. You put some up.
Yeah, I don't think we got hit by anything. No problem.
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember what it was.
And that was with the orchestrated music. And I think
check
actually
your fax machine.
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit! Someone just coming in.
Yeah.
Delete your account. It says on my fax. But there is actually a message. Yeah, nothing to do with Dragon Quest. There was a message in the game, Danny. I don't know if you noticed about you shouldn't stream just for the music or something like that.
Yeah,
it's
it was the
don't do a stream.
Section.
Yeah. Like maybe they're worried about people just leaving the game on and just having the music playing and just streaming that. It's like, as if who would do that? It's like
people do that, and then they get a lot of hits on YouTube and then can start making money. I can understand kind of, but it's like, Jesus Christ, just fucking let it be.
Here's Mia standing in a field for 35 minutes, not doing anything, just listen to the music.
Yeah.
Oh, no one's doing that in Japan. It's the only Japanese companies are worried about that.
Yeah, they are. It's stupid. But yeah, at this point, I'm about 12 hours in, including my data that came over from the demo. So only 60 or 70 more hours to go. Great.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. But James, I kind of wanted to talk about another game that I know you played, and actually for Sai and Ty, I don't know if you guys had played this, but let's move on to Link's Awakening.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
cool.
So
real shit.
So James has it, I have it. Ty, Sai, did you guys pick it up?
I played the Game Boy version.
Okay.
Yeah, same. What? There's a new one?
Yeah,
it's on the Game Boy Color now.
It's called DX. Check it out. I have it right here.
Well played.
Yeah. No, so obviously, Link's Awakening came out on the Switch on what the hell day was that? September 20th or so.
Yeah,
and,
September. Yeah, because Dragon Quest was 27, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And I've played the game. I beat it, and yeah, actually, James, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the game because I haven't. Actually, I don't think we've talked about it really.
Yeah, well, I was playing the game just before recording. And here it is. This is the footage we have on our YouTube channel, and I just completed it. I completed the game 20 minutes ago.
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was on the last boss, and I just booted up and beat him just now.
Okay.
Lovely game. I did complete the original black and white version back in the day, but it was so long ago. It was completely new to me. Pretty much everything. I didn't remember any of it.
For me, I remember bits and pieces because it maybe something like 6 years ago, I think it was 2014, I was playing the DX version on 3DS and talked about it on this very show. And that was my first time actually going through the game because, like many of us, I had the game as a kid, but I never beat it. I don't know. I just wasn't good enough. And going back, it was such a unique game. The setting's really cool. I like the jump that you have that was pretty unique for a 2D Zelda.
Yeah. First
well,
Zelda game with jump? Question mark.
Probably.
Zelda 2 had it, didn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Wow.
There it is.
First real Zelda game with a jump, is it?
How? So I've only played the DX and the original one. How, like,
Oh wow.
how much of a matchup are these? Is it just a straight up 100% remake of the original, or do they add stuff or change stuff?
It's I believe it's added all the stuff from the DX version and then just HDified it and then changed up a few little bits and pieces, like obviously the dungeon maker thing, the Zelda maker.
Yeah.
Replaces the camera.
Yeah,
The
camera
shot
HUD or something. Yeah.
And then the items that make you stronger or like better defense, like the acorns and the thing, is that new?
No.
No, they were in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I totally didn't remember that. It's like, so for me, the only, well, it felt all new to me, but the thing that I'd never done before in any version is the color dungeon. That was completely new to me. So yeah, that was kind of interesting.
I gotta know, if you go in that telephone house and you use the phone, does the person on the other end say, "Yes, it's the bucket mouse"?
No, it's this one. It's this one, Ty. You're getting it mixed up. If you talk on the telephone, you speak to this guy. That's on the screen right now. But if you use the telephone here, you're about to see it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Watch.
Ready?
man.
This is the one thing I needed.
There it is.
Yes.
There you go. There it is.
We did
Wow.
it, boys.
I
We
picked
did.
up every phone in the game except that one. Wow, I missed it. So I was thinking in my head, they took out the bucket mouse. This is bullshit. And what the hell
Right?
is-
I totally didn't know that was the guy you're talking to on the phone.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now. I didn't remember which phone said bucket mouse. I just knew about the
Yeah.
bucket mouse.
So you talk to Ulrira, and that's the old man that lives in that house. But if you go into Ulrira's house, he doesn't talk to you because he's too embarrassed. So that's why he only talks to you on the phone, which is kind of weird.
Man, this game is so pretty. It really is.
Oh, the Cheat Shop. I love him.
Yeah,
But
change up, right?
yeah. Like Sairus, you're asking. It is tile for tile a remake.
Yeah.
But like when it looks this beautiful, it doesn't. Can you really even compare it to the Game Boy where it had one color?
I saw a pretty interesting look at it, that the way it has that fake, really zoomed in look on it.
Yes.
That at the top of the screen, it's very accurate. Like
Yes.
everything does fade into the distance as it gets further away. But at the bottom of the screen, it's just a blurry strip that's put on in front of the camera.
Mhm.
So it does actually look wrong in a lot of situations at the bottom of the screen, but it's fine at the top.
Yeah, is that the video?
Totally didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Sorry, was that a video from Nintendo World Report TV? John Reardon, maybe?
I think it might have been. I've seen a few people report he might have been the original one who did the full thing, though.
Yeah, it was really well done, and just because he knows all about cameras and things, and I didn't, but this, yeah, exactly. He'll talk about, like, that looks probably kind of weird to you. You maybe don't know why, but it does, and he kind of, like you said, he breaks it down, like why that's weird.
And I've heard the game has some weird performance issues, so that sounds like it was something that was put in as a quick fix to ease up how much graphical stuff they're doing.
Maybe. I don't know. That makes me think, like, wouldn't that make it so it's, like, more taxing to, like, have little effects like that? I don't know.
Yeah,
But you're talking about things that I didn't
didn't notice.
Let's care about it. Like, what?
Oh, James, I guarantee you notice, like, the, occasional dips in the frame rate.
Yeah. The frame rate thing is weird because I watched a Digital Foundry video about that, and it goes between 30 and 60. It's like a locked 30 or a locked 30 or locked 60, and nothing else. And it's under certain, I think, loading conditions. It kind of, when it's like loading the game or something, loading certain things in, it does that. And then it feels like it's stuttering. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really bother me. It didn't really affect gameplay. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just noticeable enough where you're kind of like, okay, that's kind of annoying. But,
Yeah, it's kind of something that even could be fixed in a patch, it feels like. I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
a year later, maybe.
Yeah, right. Because like Breath of the Wild, had some really dodgy areas, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then, but by the time I bought it, like 6 months later, they were all patched, and I never saw those bugs, never saw those frame rate drops.
Yeah, and I mean, it does. The frame rate stuff doesn't make it so you just want to like quit playing the game. If you notice it, you notice it, and same with the Vaseline smeared on the top and bottom of the screen. You know, it'll either bother you or you just won't. You know, it just kind of depends on you as a person, I guess. I don't know, but
this gameplay that we're watching now that I took. I started a new game in hero mode, which is, I don't know if that's new. Is that new? I can't remember. But like hero mode is like basically you get double damage, and like enemies are stronger, you take double damage, and there's no hearts, like heart pickups in the bushes and everything. So the only way you can heal yourself is go to a fairies fountain, which is pretty nuts. That's pretty, yeah, no scrubs version. But yeah, I didn't play through the game in that mode. I only played through the first little section of the game in that, just for this demo. I just wanted to try it out.
James, do you remember how many times you died completely, like in your playthrough?
8.
Okay, man,
Yeah.
I died once, and it was because I had a fairy in a bottle, but I didn't have it like equipped on me at the time, and I just assumed that it would just come out and heal me, and
That's
didn't.
weird. Yeah, it's the one Zelda that doesn't do that.
Yeah, okay. And I was just thinking, am I crazy? Or, you know, I just didn't do it. And I was, because I had like a couple of other things too to.
It took me a few times to work that out as well. You have to actually uncork the bottle and get the fairy out for it to heal you. Yeah, It doesn't give you an automatic revival. But there is something that gives you an automatic revival, and that's the cream. Crazy Tracy's cream. Was that in the original?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I had no idea.
So
basically, she heals you and makes your hearts kind of golden, and then if you die, then you do come back to back to life, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I absolutely loved it, and it was really cool to play through it again. It felt very fresh, and the new look of it is really nice.
Yeah,
and the music is so good. The music feels like you're listening to one of those YouTubers that plays Zelda music with the flute and violin and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's always like a girl in a pixie outfit playing the violin in a forest.
Ty.
Oh yeah, that was me also.
It sounds like some weird fever dream that James had at some point.
There's like 20 YouTube channels that just fit that description.
Don't know what you're
but
talking
the music's
about,
exactly like that. It's like the original music, but just played on a flute or a violin.
Oh yeah, I bet it's one of those things where if you watch once, like they all take over your recommendation.
Pretty much. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like real instruments. It's the the melodies, but you just never heard them with like actual real instruments instead of like a Casio calculator sound chip, whatever's in the Game Boy.
That's the same one that's in the NES. Yeah. True story.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
The sound processor?
Yeah, I believe so.
Nice. So Danny, you completed it as well, you said?
Yep, beat it.
Yeah.
Nice. I think somewhere between 15 hours or something like that.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it's not an incredibly long game, and it's not like too terribly hard on the regular mode.
Kind of perfect length, actually. I kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I love Breath of the Wild, it did feel kind of good just to go to like a traditional Zelda game, just because I haven't played one for quite a while, so it was kind of a nice little feeling to kind of go back to this kind of Zelda game,
Right.
And then, like I think you mentioned this a little bit too, James. But the controls and stuff too, they feel just even better. I think.
Oh yeah, like having a shield on a button and stuff is so.
Yeah,
nice.
I think they still could have did a little bit more with that. Honestly, maybe make it so you can use. I don't know. Maybe do some more stuff with some of the extra buttons, but they didn't do that.
Which buttons don't they use? Is X they don't use? Oh no, they use X and Y.
X and Y, and then B and A is just relegated to the sword, which is fine. But you could have maybe used like L and R or something for something. I don't know. You got a lot of buttons on that damn controller. You can probably do a little bit more of it.
Yeah,
Minor
there's some.
cosmetic.
Yeah, like maybe the ocarina or something that you don't use very often. You could have put it on one of the trigger buttons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was fine with it. It's so nice having a shield and sword, like always available to you.
Yeah.
Because that, I mean, having to unequip your sword to like, equip your power bracelet or whatever on the Game Boy version was pretty rough. Yeah, good times. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about it unless you do, Dan.
No, I think it's good. It's a good game, and Ty, you might even like it, man. I mean, if you like the original so much.
Yeah, it's my favorite Zelda game.
Yeah, and it has a hard mode too, so.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Hero mode.
Yes.
That's right.
Is that available from the start, or do you have to like New Game Plus it?
Nope, it's right there from the start. Well, they know like people like Ty and not want to fuck around with the easy mode, right?
Right.
It's like, I know this game inside out. Let me just fucking play this game the hardest version possible. Let's go. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, it's great. I think in terms of like gameplay, like there's no upgrade to the puzzles or anything. Like it is literally a 1-for-1 remake. So for me, sometimes the puzzles, like in the dungeons or in the overworld or whatever, like young Danny got stuck, right? Gave up. Yeah. Like you can tell why. Like some of the things are kind of pretty obtuse.
Yeah.
Like it takes you a while. Like, okay, does it want me to do this? It's like, okay, it's a bit weird. Some of the things. It's pretty much like hit every wall. Go in every direction. And you'll eventually get there in the end.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't feel as elegant as some of the like Link to the Past, for example, which is just like masterful dungeon design. This is slightly less so, I would say, but not to hit the game. Still a great game. Yep. Yeah. All right, what are we doing, Danny? Are you got another game, or is it someone else? Or
that's it. I mean, James, did you have a couple other things you were playing too?
Oh, we're going on to my actual new business.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
all right, because I got like 1,000 games.
Let's go.
So this is my. I'm going to break them down into like, okay, I'm only going to talk about these for a few seconds, okay, and then get some real games later on. So the ones I'm going to talk about for a few seconds, the Contra Rogue Core demo.
Next.
Woo!
Yep,
guys, shoot them up.
Holy shit, that game looks like absolute garbage, and the demo only lasts for like 3 minutes. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I saw Batman was in Fortnite. So I booted up Fortnite for the first time in like a year, and it's got like a little Gotham City area. Flew around in there as Batman. Got 12th and got shot by some 12-year-old in the back. Yeah, there you go. Fortnite, Batman, done. Earth Night, which was featured on a Nintendo Direct, maybe last one or the one before, like kind of a music game where you kind of like floating down from space and then you land on a dragon and stuff. It had a kind of
the really weird, trippy one.
Yeah, like Monty Python looking artwork. That was on Apple Arcade. I did the month's free trial for Apple Arcade. It was like you can like a subscription thing where you can like play like 100 games without in-app purchases, and that was on there. So I thought, oh, that's cool. That's on the Switch. So I recaptured some of that and put it on the YouTube channel because that's a Switch game as well. It's okay. It's not really my thing, and I'm glad I played it for free. In the same vein, Shantae. Well, I put Shantae and the 7 Pairs of Boobs. I actually forgot the real name. Shit. 7 something. 7 Sirens.
Yeah.
That's also on Apple Arcade. So I played that, put it on the YouTube channel as well. It's Shantae. Okay. It's fine. It's cute. It's colorful, and yeah, I'd rather play with a controller.
I do applaud them for knowing that the biggest thing that came out of the previous Shantae was the mermaid boss, and they're just like, fuck it, let's make the whole game about the mermaid boss in this one.
And pretty much the first mission is like meeting all of those 7 ladies, and that's it. But yeah, I guess Shantae is not for me, but yeah, it's pretty. Okay. Anyway, that's the short ones done. So also on the Apple Arcade thing was Sayonara Wild Hearts, which is on Switch, and on Switch is like $15, but I played it for free. Or I guess you can just pay. Is it $5 a month for Apple Arcade?
$5.
Shit, man, that's a fucking bargain. I mean, if you want to play some of these games, just get Apple Arcade for free or for a month and play all these games, and then
PS4 controller, Xbox One controller, you're good to go.
Yeah, you can play Xbox controller. Plug it into your TV, you're golden. Just pretend you're playing an Xbox. And I guess I got a sample of what Ty always talks about with Game Pass. Having like 100 games to play for free, and it's like shit. It's like I don't know how you do it, Ty. Like, don't you just get like what do you call it? Just like you see all these games.
Choice paralysis.
Choice paralysis. Thank you. It's like holy shit. What do I play?
Right.
It's like so many fucking games. But I wanted to play Sayonara Wild Hearts because I heard the soundtrack on like a YouTube video, and it sounded amazing. I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. It's a music game, but it's like a story-based one. Kind of reminds me of like those old 3DS games, like I don't know, Rhythm Thief or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it actually does have a bit of a wind on sometimes. Like it's basically you just going through like a neon kind of. It's like very neon looking. Sometimes you're riding on a motorbike and you're kind of tilting your motorbike left and right to collect hearts in time with the music. Sometimes you're in a car. Sometimes you're in a plane shooting. Sometimes you're just running and then you're touching like circles, kind of like Oendan style. It really mixes up what you're doing. But the music, you're playing in time with this like professionally made pop song with lyrics and everything. And it's like all of your actions are in time with the music. So it is very Oendan in that sense. But the music is so good. It's like it could easily be like a pop album, and I think they actually do call it that. They call it like an interactive, like music video, basically. But you've got like I don't know how many hours worth, or like how much music is in this game, but like it's basically like a full album of music, and you're playing it, in real time, and it's totally amazing. But like, because I was playing like the phone version, like having touchscreen and stuff, it was like the controls are not as good. I would have preferred to play with like a control stick and stuff. That would have been way more fun. But yeah, I don't have an Xbox controller to sync with my phone, so I couldn't do that, unfortunately. Like all of my controllers don't work with my phone, which is annoying. Like Apple have like a specific set of controllers that work with it, and all the ones I own do not work with it, unfortunately. But
good job.
Yeah, thanks, Apple. So yeah, it was incredible. It's a great game worth playing. Sayonara Wild Hearts. I mean, yeah, wherever you play it, it's definitely worth checking out. And I put a video on the YouTube channel. I mean, I could just sit on the title screen for that game and just listen to it. It's just so fantastic. And then another, I'm talking about so many phone games, it's kind of embarrassing. This is not me. It really is me, by the way. It really is me. Mario Kart Tour. I mean, I'm sure someone else has been playing this, right?
Nope.
Nope, just you.
Wow.
Fuck mobile games.
Yeah. This is straight up garbage, right? This is straight up hot garbage. I mean, I've played all the Nintendo mobile games except Animal Crossing, and this is by far the least fun. I mean, I'm not even talking about the in-app purchases and the way they're monetizing this. Fucking $5 a month for a gold pass. That like unlimited. Like you're paying $5 for the rest of your life to play Mario Kart. Like fuck off. This is is everything that Nintendo said they weren't gonna do.
So how does it work without the Gold Pass? You only have a limited number of free races per hour per day or something?
You can play it for as much as you want, but like, you need these rubies to kind of like fire a cannon to unlock characters. It's all about unlocking characters because you only have like a character when you start it, which is weird. Like playing a Mario Kart game with one selectable character, it's like weird. And that's random, by the way. When you first start the game, it's like you randomly get a character.
Oh.
And another thing, you have to play it in fucking what do you call it? Portrait mode.
Portrait.
Only. It's locked. Like it will not go into horizontal mode, which is fucking stupid. And it's like all the control options they have. It's like they've got like an advanced mode, which is like anything you touch, it kind of does a power slide. But then you can do like tilt controls, and you can have a combination of both. But it all just feels wrong. All feels wrong. And to kind of compensate for that, they've made sure that you can't go out of bounds. So you're kind of like locked inside the track. So you go to the edge and you just kind of grind along the side of the road. And some of these stages are in like real Mario Kart games. So it feels really weird to play the kind of like these kind of baby versions of these tracks that you know. But except you can't fall off and you can't die, you know, you can't fall off. And, you know, Lucky, I don't think even Lucky 2 is in the game, other than in the menus.
He's going to be
he's gonna
be a racer, so.
Yeah, he probably is.
Is there a Rainbow Road in the game that you can't fall off?
I don't know. I'm probably not going to even bother finding out the answer to that. But yeah, it just controls terribly. So it's like, it's the antithesis of what you would expect from like a Nintendo published, you know, Mario Kart game. It's like, you know, bad controls, like in-app purchases all over the shop. Like you have to unlock characters by paying rubies or unlocking rubies. You know, it's complete bullshit. And they've added, you know, coins and all extra bullshit on top of that as well. The one nice feature is that, you know, they've made tracks based on real world locations. I thought that was pretty cute. You know, they kind of put them in rotation. Like, you know, last week it was New York, and then this week it's like Tokyo.
Oh, you can play the Mario Kart.
Yeah. Have people swear at you from their cars. Get off the fucking road, you asshole. James Allen in the chat says, yes, Rainbow Road is out today in the new Tokyo tour, and you can't fall off. Wow.
No.
That is terrible. And Adam Comforti also says Mario Kart Arcade should have been in Apple Arcade, and then we wouldn't have the macro trash, which is true. So yeah, very disappointing, very terrible game. I mean, who cares? I've got a real Mario Kart game on my Switch. I don't need to play this, but, you know, I had to play it just to see what it was like. And yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Try again, Nintendo. And just for a comparison, to go back to Apple Arcade for one sec, Sonic Racing, I can't believe I'm saying these words, is better than Mario Kart.
I've been saying this for a year,
Yeah.
right?
This is not even Racing Transformed, the good one. This is like shitty mobile, like Sonic Racing, which you only play Sonic and his shitty friends, right?
Ooh.
Like it's. I think there's a console version as well, right?
Yeah,
released earlier this year.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just called Sonic Racing. End of sentence. And it's super bare bones, but that you can play it in portrait. You can also play it in landscape. And it's got like a little steering wheel at the bottom, and when you move it, it's got like, you know, real kind of analog style steering. It like, and you know, power slide. It goes into power slides when you expect it to. It controls way better, looks way better, and you
Sounds
know, plays
par for the
better.
course for Sonic racing games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like the best tasting shit sandwich, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It's like, yeah, this shit sandwich, yeah, it tastes, yeah, it's got some cinnamon in there. It tastes, it's slightly better.
It's nutty.
pretty
It's got a
good,
bit of
yeah.
crunch to it.
I'm still vomiting up violently, but you know, it tastes slightly better. So yeah, I wouldn't bother. Don't play it.
I still want to give it a go. I've heard other people. Actually,
Yeah,
okay.
I really sold it on Danny apparently.
No. I know.
That's really
I mean,
good, man. Yeah.
I just think this, generally speaking, like new Mario Karts, I just don't think I like them anymore. I think I'm just done with Mario Kart.
You're done.
Yeah. But I was hearing the Forever Optimist, Perry Burkham, talk about it on his podcast, Talk Nintendo, and he loves it.
Whoa.
He actually loves this Mario Kart Tour. And I was thinking, like, okay, I'd probably fall somewhere in between Perry and James to be like, this is a mobile game that is maybe a little fun. This is like my review before even playing it. So, yeah,
you're
maybe,
a real professional gaming journalist now.
There it is. 8 out of 9. There you go.
So apparently, Chris Blackstone, he's a big fan of Dr. Mario World, which he considers the best Nintendo mobile game. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's definitely better than Mario Kart for Tour, that's for sure. I caught one of my students playing that in class today, was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get that shit out of my classroom. Instant fail. Yeah. Only 80% of it is true what I just said. But yeah. Anyway, I think I had one more game, didn't I? No. Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Done. Link's Awakening. Yeah, we already talked about that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
Well, Sairus, you want to go next, bud?
Yeah. Ooh, rare. This is nice. So I haven't really been playing much. Last time we were on, I mentioned I started Resident Evil 4, and this time I finished it, and
Nice.
that's a super good game. The controls are definitely like it feels like the first one of these games, and it has since been perfected afterwards. But like, it's still good. It's still like really, it nailed what it was doing. It was just improved upon later on.
Was this the first time that you actually played it?
Yeah, I've owned it on Steam and a bunch of other things over the years, but this is the first time I actually played it.
Wow. Okay.
It's a hard game to avoid.
And my goal was to eventually play all of the Resident Evils, but the last one I played before this was Code Veronica on Dreamcast.
Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it?
Did you actually play it on Dreamcast?
Yeah, I played the shit out of that game. Love it.
Wow.
Alexia, nice. You're finally awake. Oh, right. Great voice acting.
The people who like that game really like it.
Some compelling villains in that game.
Yeah, and it's weird because that's still what my image of Resident Evil was Code Veronica, was Resident Evil 3. That's how I felt Resident Evil was. And
right.
Resident Evil 4 is such a departure. Like, there's one part later on where you're trying to escape from the castle, and this giant, like, mechanical statue thing is, like, chasing you, and...
I remember that.
Yeah, it's like, is this mystical ninja coming in on this or something? Right. I mean, holy crap.
It was very weird. I think like, and it's great because the game is like, it's so normal. You're just fighting a bunch of like cultists or whatever. But then the bosses are these crazy like body horror graphical, like a guy turns into a big mukade and there's like limbs sticking out everywhere. Yeah, and it's just like, wow.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Like the barn fight, right?
Yeah, the barn fight. That was the first boss, and I was like, when he stretches out and separates into his big Mukade form and the human body on the bottom. Yeah, I was genuinely like taken aback by like, wow, this is violent compared to the previous parts of the game.
That escalated quickly.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and the game has one thing that I didn't like about it was that it starts off and it's quite difficult. Like you're killing guys and they take a lot of hits to go down. And there's a few really big difficulty spikes, but I think I upgraded my guns a bit too well by the end of the game. I only use the rifle and I only use the shotgun and the magnum and the pistol. So I had 4 guns and they were all like maximum leveled up. And so the last couple of bosses, like I killed them without taking any hits, just like blam blam blam, they're dead. And they lasted about like less than 3 minutes each.
Oh yeah, if you save your magnum round.
Like there's this one, so the little small dude, the short guy, who's like the king of the castle, Salazar, yeah. When
sounds like a Wizard of Oz character.
Again, like this game is weird. That when you fight him, I read that his boss fight, like afterwards, I read his boss fight is supposed to be really tricky, and it's in this big room, and it's clearly laid out to be like a dodge heavy thing where you're running around and hiding behind stuff and picking up items. But when I started, I just picked out the rifle, just shot him, and he didn't hit me. I didn't move. I literally stood in the same spot and killed him in about 10 seconds.
Nice. Wow.
And
you can do that. That's the thing.
And then afterwards, it was just looking at all the Steam comments. It's like, Salazar is impossible. Like, how are you supposed to fight this guy? And it's
so you save your good bullets. And also, if I can interject here, a lot of people aren't too familiar with it, but Resident Evil 4 actually has dynamic difficulty.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it really does.
So if you're too good, it'll get harder.
Yeah, that's right. Like whenever I played it, like I get good, and then it just kind of ramps up and like just spikes impossibly at the part where in the back of the moving dump truck or whatever it was. Do you remember that part, Cyrus?
Yeah, I do. I died, I think, twice on that.
Yeah, like I just kind of cruise through the game. I play super efficiently, just spot on, and then I get there and it's like I hope you like dying like 10 times. Then it either like I get by it or the game eases up. Like it's hard to tell when it shifts the difficulty on you, but it's absolutely a real thing. It will shift the difficulty up and down on you depending on how you're doing.
That totally makes sense then, because the game did feel like that. It felt like you'd be cruising along at like a really comfortable, this is getting tricky, and then it just like drop like a rock or skyrocket or whatever. So
yeah.
It's still good though. Go play it if you haven't played it.
Yeah, it's an amazing game. I mean, it's been ported to every system ever made for good reason.
Definitely, I feel that even having never played it, if you played this with motion controls, it would be a far better game.
Right? Like I'm always saying, somehow the Wii version is just perfect for that.
So there are no Switch features whatsoever, Cyrus, that you know of?
No, I think this is the PS4 port, just straight across, or whatever the most recent default Steam or something port.
Yeah, there's like native like PS4 and Xbox One ports, I believe.
Yeah, and it looks good, and yeah, it's aged well. It's at that period where the graphics they're still old looking, but they're not bad. It was comfortable with what it was doing, so
Right.
It was fun when I played the game first, and I had no idea how to like control, and like you go into the house at the very start, and I immediately got attacked and lost like half my health, restarted my file and did it again, and but then I did that fight, like you unlock New Game Plus, so I just got the rocket launcher and went to town, but even that first fight, like coming out of the house, immediately you jump out a window and like 3 headshots in a row, move on to the next guy, and just like it's like, oh, I got better at this.
Yeah, it's like for those of us that pre-ordered it back in the day on the GameCube. I don't know how the pre-order stuff was over in the UK, but Ty, did you pre-order the game, and did you get like that demo disc?
Let me try to remember. Yeah, I think
I got mine.
I think I had the special edition of the game or the collector's edition or whatever.
Because like it was a GameStop exclusive, and if you pre-ordered it, you would get a demo disc with basically the village. Up to the point where everybody goes away after the bell's ringing. So like I played through that probably like 20 or 30 times. So like by the time I actually got the game, I was like, I knew the most efficient way to go about that particular thing, and you just like boom, 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 boom.
Bring and the E3 where they showed they showed the playable version for the first time. That was like exactly what the E3 demo was.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And I remember playing that quite vividly.
Yeah, I think I've said this before, but I got my demo disc free with Famitsu, or some version of Famitsu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Japanese version. But I ended up buying the American version.
Yeah, actually, this is James's copy of the game. It is now mine.
Really? Yes. I think that's actually Canadian.
Is it? Well, wouldn't know.
I used to buy all my games from Canada because they were like way cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I had American/Japanese GameCube, like a region switching thing.
Yeah, I have that too.
Me too. The rules.
No, I mean I literally have James's old GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's fine. It's probably just sitting on my shelf.
Yeah.
Just
Danny just collects them.
Yeah.
But aside from Resident Evil, I've only been playing Call of Duty Mobile for research purposes, so I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Why not?
There's some guy on a Discord I'm on who's been way into that.
Like the one thing I'll give it is I've never played a first-person shooter on a mobile before, and these controls they work. Like they work surprisingly well. Whoever designed them, they put a lot of thought into them. Like it's full body. Like you can run, you can walk, crouch, jump, slide. You can cycle between like 4 different weapon loadouts. It's got an amazing amount of controls they have managed to squeeze onto a screen, and once you figure out where the ideal position for your thumbs in, like then it's really good, and you can actually pull off some kind of crazy stuff. Like
Cyrus, is this a free to play game?
free to play, and
Wow.
it's one of the most obnoxious. You should buy the season pass, or you should buy the battle pass when you log in. Like every single time, you have
It's
to.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Is it
They're
a,
not
is it a
like there's
battle
not
royale
like
game?
banners or anything while you're playing or something.
No, but when you start up the game, there's two windows you have to close just to get past the. You should buy this thing, and then your entire like main menu is like so many little options on all sides of like you should try this thing, you should watch ads to get free stuff. You've unlocked a mission. Oh, but if you unlocked this mission, you'd unlock twice as much as Battle Pass, and it's like it really wants you to buy stuff.
Is it a battle royale Call of Duty or just a regular Call of Duty?
There's a regular Call of Duty mode, then there's ranked version of that, and then there's Battle Royale in it too.
There you go.
So it's got a ton of content. Like if you just want to play a shooter on your phone for some reason, that's this is pretty good. But
Well, we're not
Does it
playing.
have controller compatibility, do you think?
I doubt it. It feels like this was designed. Like if you played this with the controller, you'd thrash everyone instantly.
Right.
It was designed for everyone to be on equal playing field.
Let's say, considering the small amount of shooters are actually available on the Switch, it's like I've actually been kind of itching to play a Call of Duty game, and I don't want to buy one on my PS4. Maybe I'll just get to play this one to see if it will give me my fix.
Yeah, I should mention this is the first Call of Duty I've ever played.
Really?
So-
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So I imagine they're all like this.
Same exact thing.
Yeah, but it is funny that like I've never played one, but it's like the first map was like Nuketown. I'm like, oh, Nuketown, I know this map. And I'm like, wait, I've never played this game before, but
Everybody
I
knows
know
it.
of this map.
yeah. But
Right.
even then, I basically knew the layout. Like I'm like, oh, behind this bus there should be two cars because I must have watched some streams at some point.
Some
And-
YouTube rage videos.
Yeah,
It's like everyone knows Facility from GoldenEye, right?
Right?
yeah. So I was pleasantly surprised, but after I'm done playing it for a few weeks just to check out how it works, I'll uninstall it and never think about it again.
Might be the right way to go.
I remember playing a first-person shooter based on Quake 3, like when first generation of smartphones, like years and years ago. I was playing it on an iPod Touch. I got totally
Wow.
into it. I can't remember what it's called now. It's crazy. It was like playing Quake 3 on a phone. It was weird.
Hmm.
That was free to play.
All right.
I would play Call
Well,
of Duty.
Ty, do you want to close this out with new business?
Sure. Let's see. What did I actually play? Oh, okay. So, we got a code for this game. Let me try to remember the name. I think it was Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero.
Nice.
No, it's called Sublevel Zero Redux. Right? So it's I'm sure there's another genre word for this, but it's like Descent and Forsaken. It's like a 3D free movement, which fucking way is up kind of shooter.
Right.
And and like if you have motion sickness or anything like that, absolutely do not play these games.
Yep.
Played in VR.
Yeah. Was it,
Right?
we were saying it before the show. Was it Forsaken 64?
Yeah.
I played that one back in the day. It made me feel nauseous. Couldn't play.
I've always wanted to play Forsaken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never
it's
played it
pretty
either.
good. It's a good game.
I saw like a review. There's actually a British guy who does a lot of really good N64 reviews, and it
You're
looks
welcome.
so goddamn confusing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Does-
You have to you have to not have motion sickness, and then two, you have to have like an extra good sense of space and direction.
Oh,
Yikes.
Like I imagine once you master the movement, it feels really good.
Hmm.
And I mean, it is like I've only played the first level. I haven't got super far into it, but seems tricky. It seems like there's a lot of resource management in this game. Like you have limited ammo, if I'm not mistaken. And it seems like a game you can take at a slow pace, and like apparently you can do crafting or something.
Hmm.
Like I said, I've only played the first level so far, but I really enjoy the aesthetics of this game. Very, it's got like a very clean kind of like I don't know what you call it. kind of like these pleasing like neon colors and stuff, and this retro music aesthetic.
I remember seeing this at TGS actually. It was the Code Sync guys. They sent us the code for this.
Yeah, it was very nice of them to do so.
And yeah, I definitely remember seeing this in TGS and thinking, "Hey, that looks like Descent." And then,
Yeah, it's a Descent game.
yeah,
I don't know if it's like really partitioned levels or not, or if maybe there's like a hub world. Like I said, I only just started, but I like how it feels. I suppose.
Does it have any multiplayer, or was it just like a story mode only kind of deal?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I could just boot it up and look.
But yeah, I don't know. I used to get really bad motion sickness with FPS games back in the day. Maybe that's because the refresh rate was a lot worse back then.
Yeah, like Forsaken was, it was pretty choppy. But I mean, I think if it's smoother, you like get even worse motion sickness.
Stupid question, but would that have anything to do with like the 50 hertz versus like this or whatever? Like
maybe, yeah.
The frame rate.
I never had any issues ever like that.
Oh yeah, now Ty mentions it. Oh man, was it Time Splitters 2 on the GameCube? Yeah. I had that, and that used to make me nauseous after a while because that was super smooth, super fast. And you play that for a couple of hours, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to take a break here.
That did have a weird kind of rolling wave motion to it when you walked too.
Right, and did that game like did it fisheye the perspective a little bit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It really felt like your eyes were being sucked into your head when you're playing that. But I played like 1,000 hours of GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, never once felt sick.
I've heard that the more HUD that's on a game, the less motion sickness you get. Time Splitters, I think, hid most of the HUD until you were shot, so that might be a thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They did do the GoldenEye kind of health bar as well on that, if I remember correctly, on Time Splitters.
Yeah, both brackets on the side.
Yeah, exactly. Body armor. Good times.
Yeah. So I don't see any multiplayer options or anything like that. I think it's just a one-player game straight through.
All right then. Good luck. Enjoy.
Yeah, but I enjoyed what I've played so far.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about the control layout, but I think it's all customizable. One pair of triggers is going to be your thing for firing, and then the other two triggers are going to be for going up and down. Yeah, so it's going to be. I might have it backwards, but it'd be like the L button for descending and R button for ascending, or maybe it's the other way around. And then the other two are going to be for firing.
Oh shit! Right.
Yeah, that seems kind of annoying, but I think I'm pretty sure I can change it.
So you can go up and down and left and right and
I'm thinking all right, how would I make it? So I would probably do maybe do both the fire buttons on the two right shoulders, and then up and down on both the left shoulders. Maybe that would be better. I'll try it out. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, if you're good at that kind of game, you could see some major skills with that, turning around and shooting and aiming all at the same time.
Yeah, because I 10 minutes into the game, I want to be all right, I want to be spinning around this guy, rotating and firing at the same time, and it's a little tricky with this layout. And it 15 years ago, I would be doing that, and my mom would walk in and be like, "Oh my god," and just run away to throw up.
Right.
All right, so that's a cool game. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
Yes. Yeah. By the way, there was a game that I wanted to talk about, and let's see if Ty remembers what this is.
Oh yeah, it's something. Valfaris.
Yes, you just reminded me because talking about getting review codes from people that we met at TGS. So yeah, me and Ty talked about Valfaris,
Yeah, this game is
Yeah.
extremely metal.
and yeah, it was my game of the show anyway. And got talking to the guy thing, and he ended up giving us a code, which was amazing, fantastic. So thanks for
Nice.
that. And yeah, I've been playing the shit out of Valfaris. This game is amazing. I love it so much. It's so brutal, but like you never put back very far. I'm
Yeah.
watching gameplay on the video stream, by the way.
Hold on, you have to say brutal in the Nathan Explosion voice.
Who?
Brutal.
Okay, brutal.
Yeah.
This game is brutal. Yeah, it's nice. Now I've got further than the first level. Like looking at gameplay now, so many like colorful and kind of like organic looking places and stuff that you don't see in the first level. It's so nice. It seems to be like you just play a little bit of stage and then you get a boss. There seems to be a lot of bosses. Like you're always being like thrown like a mid-level boss and a big boss at the end.
I like it.
Almost like very Super Metroidy. Some of the bosses they feel like, but like you really have to memorize their patterns because you're going to get fucked up really quickly if you don't, and you can die very very quickly. But it's all about keeping it like obviously not dying, but also like keeping your energy. You've got like a red health bar, and you've also got a blue energy bar, and you refill your energy by like using your sword to kill enemies, or you can like skillfully deflect shots back at enemies and stuff like that. Okay. And you get this blue energy back, and that's when you can use a kind of a special weapon, which is kind of limited. And these can be upgraded and changed. And you can actually upgrade and change your main weapon as well, so it's pretty cool. So I'm using like a 3-way split shot thing now, but you can get like different ones. There's like rocket launchers and stuff. There's like a huge variety of weapons, which is another thing which kind of reminded me of Super Metroid. Being able to use different weapons and stuff like that. So yeah, seems to be very cool. I've only played it for like maybe 2 or 3 hours so far, but hugely enjoyable. I don't know how long this kind of game will be as well. Because there's just so much beautiful art in it, and so many like nice looking bosses and stuff. Like I don't know how much of game you can make with that kind of budget, Right. But yeah, it's good anyway. Worth checking out. And if you're unsure, check out my video. It's good. It's good.
It's really good. I'm more games.
Yeah. What else have been
Go back to Tiger. Sorry. Back to Ty.
Oh, that's fine. I'm happy to talk about both Valfaris. Let's see. So Indivisible came out today.
Whoop woo!
I've actually only had time to download it and like let the intro movie play over and over while I'm sitting here on the podcast.
Good times.
But yeah, get in on it. It's hype.
Yeah, I crowdfunded this, and I have like 6 copies of the game coming to me. But like I got one Steam code which I'd be able to play, but my laptop is so bad now I can't risk running any games on it lest it die and I can't work anymore. And then I've got 4 Switch copies coming, 2 of them physical, 2 of them digital. That's not coming. That's not releasing for a few months.
Oof. And
I've got my PS4 copy should be arriving by Friday, and I can finally play this.
Right.
So, Sairus, I'm assuming you're the Uber God tier supporter.
No, I put some serious cash into this game, but I'm not top tier. There was like people paid for like playable characters or secret areas or stuff, and so they're the real money spenders. But I did put money, and I looked at my emails where I got 2 NPCs. One for me and at the time my girlfriend, and it was like I'd like these 2 characters, one of my girlfriend, one of me, and now she's my wife. So it's been a long time waiting for this game.
Nice.
Yeah, like I remember hearing about this game. Jesus Christ, how long has this game been in development?
4 years, I think.
Okay, it just seemed like it was longer. I don't know why. Maybe I was confusing it with something else too. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I put in my crowdfund money in 2015. Sairus, does that sound right?
Yeah, it would be. Because I was still in Japan when this was there, so.
Like, yeah, I totally forgot like what tiers I paid at. But yeah,
Yeah, Cyrus totally didn't put much money into this game. We're looking at a picture of Cyrus in the game, by the way.
What I find funny is that my NPC, you'll find him in the Port Raphael or whatever it's called, is that he's standing with his hands like out to either side, which is the exact same pose as my current Twitter Famicast pose.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this how I stand all the time, I guess?
I noticed, Cyrus, anytime I ever met you in person, you'd just be walking around with your arms out like that. It's kind of weird, but, it's you, so.
Yep, they nailed it.
So wait, you didn't suggest this pose?
No, I sent like a T pose. I drew myself just like one arm down, one arm out, so that they could see me from all angles, and they just decided, hey, where can I hold my lemons?
Just for a comparison, by the way. There it is.
Amazing.
That's Cyrus.
Yeah, same color scheme all the way down.
Except for this one we're looking at is half nude from waist down. So.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's for private eyes only.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Let's imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I'm good. I'm really excited to play this. This is a game I've been looking forward to for a while. So.
Me too. I'm gonna be going hard on it over the next few days.
Ty, I have a question. What the fuck is this game?
Indivisible.
No, but like, what is it? What kind of game is it?
Oh, it's Super Metroid mashed up with a Valkyrie profile.
So
Valkyrie profile.
So it's kind of like a turn-based RPG where you have your squad of like 4 members, and they're each attached to a button. So if you press A, one character will attack. If you tap B, the B character will attack or whatever. So the idea is that, and if you hold up or down or hold the button, you'll do different attacks. So the idea is to kind of like chain attacks together like a fighting game by comboing your characters off each other.
Right. So I don't know if you'd actually call it turn-based. It's a lot of timing and subtlety involved.
And there's like
So Cyrus, I'm assuming Skullgirls is involved here.
Yes, this is the Skullgirls team, their second game.
Hey yo.
And when you're not in a battle, it's like Super Metroid, and there's like a lot of crazy movement abilities and options, and lots of hidden secrets and all sorts of fun stuff you can get into.
Yeah, there's like 20 playable characters, but you have to find them. So not all of them are in the main game. You can like explore and find secret characters to play as and stuff. So
it's Shovel Knight again.
Yeah, Shovel Knight. He'll be joining the game later as post-launch DLC.
Oh, he's not in. Okay, yet.
Oh, I can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, he's in there.
He's in 100%.
Yeah, there's like Shantae is in. Will be added in later. Shovel Knight, a Skullgirls character. It's like a bunch of
Drifter.
Yeah, Hyperlight Drifters. Hyperlight Drifters in there.
Oh my god, ukulele.
The gang's all here.
Everyone who's not in Smash is here. Oh no, that's the other game. Cyrus's favorite 4-player brawler.
Brawlout, which also has Hyperlight Drifter.
Yep. And ukulele. So it's got one up over Indivisible.
Yeah. So check this game out.
Soundtrack is also so good. I've been listening to that since I got that, since I'm able to actually redeem that code from my backer kit.
That doesn't break your computer.
Yeah, I can play one song, and let it cool down, then try the next one.
Wild. Yeah, the composer, it's the Secret of Mana guy. What's his name?
Oh.
Yeah, and it's got kind of that same vibe going on. So it's very relaxing and pleasant to listen to.
Ty, did you just pop a bottle cap open?
Yeah, I dropped the bottle cap, actually.
Okay. It's getting less and less subtle now. Now it's just like, straight up in the middle of an episode.
Do we have any more comments for Indivisible? Other
Go
than
play it. Go buy it.
Get hype right now.
No comments in the chat, so no one listening is interested. But yeah, it looks good anyway.
Yeah, it's a good ass game.
I am really happy for them though, because it's been reviewing really well, and I knew that the developers were worried it would just not appeal to anybody. So
Yeah, because it's a weird genre, right? Like I said, it's a like Metroid mashed up with Valkyrie profile, but it's a game that absolutely has to exist. It is.
Genre,
It has been,
genre mashups are good. They're a good idea.
yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think it's a game like some people will not quote get, but it's good as fuck.
All right.
Like the really good music and aesthetics and stuff really help. If like for people who don't fucking understand how to play the game. All right, so let's maybe I'll make a quick comment on my fucking daily Dead by Daylight update.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
From the years 2016 to 2018, it was Doom.
Right.
And from the year 2018 to 19, it was Dead by Daylight.
Right. Right. Like I'm just going hard on it so I can like get all the achievements and be done with it. But you know, so there it's incredibly time consuming. Like it feels like that because of the way that you rank up your characters. It feels to me more like an MMO almost than like a match by match game. Even though that's how it's structured. So there was like a new round of DLC, you know, it's the Stranger Things DLC.
Oh,
and
ooh.
so I bought those characters. And like even if you don't buy the characters, like you still have to deal with them. Like
so other people might have the Demigorgon and you have to fight them.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, by fight, it's like fucking run away. So yeah, I've been doing that. It's actually a pretty solid package, the DLC, because it comes with like 2 survivor characters and the monster. So,
is it Steve in his little sailor outfit?
yes.
Is it really? Awesome.
It's Steve in the optional sailor outfit, but yes, there's Steve and what's her name?
Robin?
11?
Fucking sweater girl.
Sweater girl.
Oh, Nancy?
Yeah, I believe it's Nancy.
I guess they probably want the teenagers and they don't want you to be murdering children.
Yeah, no child murder.
Who do you work for? The Scoops.
Like I've never seen the show. I don't know if I'm gonna, maybe one day. But you know, I bought them. I bought the other guys I was missing because this is like a huge fucking crossover game. Now, you know, I got Ash Williams, I got Ghostface, I got Freddy Krueger, I got Michael Myers.
Gang's all here.
The gang's all here. Got fucking Leatherface.
Yeah, your obsessiveness with getting all these characters reminds me of my obsessiveness to try to get all of the stupid themes in Tetris 99.
Right. Like, okay, so Dead by Daylight, like if you want the licensed characters, you have to buy them.
Sure.
But like all the original characters and monsters, you can buy them like with the in-game currency just by grinding.
Oh, okay.
But there was also a sale where they were like discounted down to like $2. So like I bought some of them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we can see some video about it. Oh yes, there's Pig. Oh yeah. And so if you buy the Saw DLC, you get the Pig and you get Detective Tap. And Detective Tap is amazing because I believe he has like the quietest breathing of all the survivors, and he also has an outfit that's like all black. So like he's really hard to see and hear. So you can be stealthy as fuck.
Like, who the hell is this guy?
That's Huntress. She's an original character.
Okay.
There's a big Russian mom that will throw axes at you.
That's Mike, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mike,
he's great the way he plays too, because you're actually supposed to stand there and stare at people to like power up. And it leads to like these really, really funny jump scare videos where like people are just doing whatever and they turn and he's like standing right there staring at them and they're like, oh shit.
Ooh. Is this the Halloween episode? I can't remember. I guess next episode is.
Happy Sam Hain, everyone.
Yay.
Oh, Yeah, so it's a good game to buy for Halloween. Is it out on Switch yet? It's this month, right?
Yeah, crap. Is it? I don't remember if it's actually out.
It's like next week or something. I'm just guessing.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. By the way, the game is like online play only.
Okay.
So maybe Switch is like the worst platform to have it for.
It's perfect for on the go.
Yep. But you know, on the other hand, it's probably a good place to play and not run into a whole bunch of seasoned people. By the way, people in this game are like insanely toxic. It's like kind of famous for like the rage mails you get in this game. And yeah, I've been getting some. It's great. People are mad about dying in a game where you murder people. Come on.
Yeah, it was released on in September. September
Really?
24.
Okay, I thought it was October. It was almost October. So yeah, there's that. So although maybe later this month I'll dust off Friday the 13th since that's going to be free on Xbox and there'll be like a whole new pool of people to pick on. I'll report back on that.
Cool.
All right then.
I wonder what the pricing is on Dead by Daylight on Switch.
Probably more expensive.
Oh, it's like $40.
Yeah, Switch tax.
Yeah, but like how much does that come with, I wonder?
I imagine
at least the base game.
Yeah, probably none of the licensed content, but they might have like a sale or something of like launch sale because it's Halloween.
Yeah, like when I got it, like I actually bought it like a year ago and basically never played it, and I only got into it recently. So like, I noticed at some point, like some of the original characters they introduced were added to the base. But like on mine, I didn't have all of them. I had some of them, so I don't know where like the base game starts and ends anymore.
Okay. Well, I think James Allen does bring up a good point. Whenever we're showing all those characters in the screens, looks like my high school yearbook,
Right?
Nice. Classic Mike.
Classic Mike, just standing in front of my window with that huge ass butcher knife.
All right.
Well, Chris also says, "Is that the Babadook?" Babadook.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
I don't think you ever see. Oh, you do see the Babadook, I guess. It's a good movie. Watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a highly respected horror movie, like last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I suppose that's it for me.
Okie doke. Well, we're going to take a quick break and come back with some now playing at thefamicast.com.
Okay.
The Famicast.edu.
We are educational, so yeah, fair enough.
Very educational and nothing but educational content for you. And this is what we have across all of our various platforms where we're doing things. And we're going to talk about a couple of those things. So, Ty, you just finished up something for our patrons. Want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. The Games That Made Us, Volume 1. We played like 3 extremely cursed VIC-20 and Commodore games.
Oh, yeah.
And we wrapped it up with Super Mario Brothers. And
Okay.
there's a good reason for that. And, I talk about it because, like, it kind of goes from, like, my earliest childhood memories of engaging with some extremely cursed video games. And then how Super Mario Brothers was, like, a huge turning point for my childhood. And also, I feel the video game industry in total. So check that out.
That's right. Ty was on the couch. I was in the the psychiatrist chair, helping him out.
Right.
It was a good time.
Yeah, and we got to talking about some other Commodore games too, just kind of by the by. We took a minute to admire the box art for Richard Petty's Talladega on Commodore 64. That was wild.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah, so all you listeners out there, you should immediately give us $3 and go watch this.
$3 to find out Ty's nightmares.
Right?
Seems like a fair deal.
Surely that has to be a mistake. I'd pay way more to find out what terrifies Ty.
Right? you can check out Dark Tower and get that incredibly catchy song stuck in your head for 35 years. That's fucked up, man. Yeah, check it out.
Talking of scary things, the Life in Japan episode, we talked about Halloween in Japan. So if you want to know about Halloween in Japan, check it out.
Go to Disneyland.
That too. But yeah, we had Reggie, which I guess only patrons know Reggie because Reggie only shows up on Patreon exclusive shows.
Right, he's DLC.
He's DLC, literally DLC. $3 to download Reggie.
After he quit Nintendo, he joined our podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question about the Halloween in Japan.
Yeah.
Did you settle on, is Halloween cultural imperialism or appropriation?
Yes.
Yes.
And,
all right. Good answer.
Yes, and more.
Listen to the episode to find out. And in terms of hyping up shows coming up this month, so October, we've all done one episode of the games that made us. So we've all done our very early history in gaming. And next up is another Famicast game night, which we had a great time on the first one. Played a lot of games and had a good time. And the next one is going to be maybe in a week and a bit from now. We're going to play some Super Nintendo games online and all other sorts of stuff. We're kind of talking about it in our Discord chat with our patrons about what they want to do. So yeah, that'll be good times. And we're going to capture the whole night and put it on our YouTube channel, so those that couldn't make it can watch. So yeah, should be good times. Looking forward to it. And as for new footage on the YouTube channel, we have Sinking City. I put up a whole bunch of gameplay videos and the video review, so if you want to check that out, I talked about that in the last episode. Link's Awakening, we kind of watched a little bit of that on this episode, but if you want to watch it with sound and in the non-pixelated form, check that out. And then I also did some streams of all the smartphone games I talked about. So like Sayonara Wild Hearts, Mario Kart Tour, Earth Knight, Shantae, they're all on the YouTube channel. And Danny had something pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually did a couple of different videos. Right as the Super Famicom controller came out here for the Switch, I kind of did a little bit of an unboxing and shared it. And James, he has one too. If you're watching the video version, you can see that. And James and I are working on some more Famicom Online and also Super Famicom Online, which should be happening.
Yeah, it should be happening. Yes, feels like it's already happened, but it hasn't. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely.
But other than that, I mean, I was talking about Dragon Quest XI today as well, and I did a video comparison of the 3DS version versus the Switch version, so you could kind of see the visual differences between the 3D mode for both versions of the game. So check that out.
Yeah, that was cool. I'd totally forgotten about what the 3DS version looked like.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool to see them side by side.
Yeah, directly captured from my 3DS.
/ stolen from the
not
internet.
Ripped from an old Square promo vid or anything. No way. Never do that.
And patron. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say our patrons have already got access to a whole more videos, which will come out on Famicast Friday, which I guess will be, when is that? Is that 13th?
It's this Friday.
No,
yeah,
it's
11th.
11th, yeah.
Sure, that too.
Ooh, would have been extra spooky if it was Friday the 13th. No, Friday the 11th.
Woo! Best day at my school. Woo!
So we've got some Valfaris gameplay, and we've got What the Golf, and we've got some Sonic Racing. That's already live for our patrons. But for the rest of you, Famicast Friday, boom, it's coming soon. And more. All of this and more on the website and YouTube and all that good stuff. Famicast.com.
Famicast.gov. I bought an island.
Right.
I bought a zoo.
I'm the entire
right,
circus.
James.
So normally at this point, Danny would be saying, "Hey, James, you know what time it is?" And but actually, no, we've got a super special feature before that, before Japa-news. We have James. I don't have a name for it. James's super special Mario music quiz.
Ooh.
Wow.
So we already had our episode of Famicast Super Challenge Fami Wish Show, our quiz Patreon exclusive quiz show, and that's already live for our patrons. They're loving it. But I thought maybe the rest of you guys listening, people who are not patrons yet, you like quizzes, right? You like playing games and stuff. So I thought I could do one for you guys too. So this is a music quiz. So yeah, what I've done is I'm going to if you're listening live now, make sure you log into the quiz app, which I've got a link to in our Discord, and I put it on Twitter as well. If you click that link, get logged in, and you can play along with the guys here and see who's winning.
You said app, but it's just a web page, isn't it?
Yeah, like a web app thing. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Just click that, log in with your name. Cool. We've got some players. We have the entire circus playing.
That's me, actually.
We have Lindis, I guess that's Lady Lindis, and someone called Danny Biv and Celsai. They're all ready to get going.
Never heard of
He's
him.
that guy from Indivisible.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw him there. Yeah. So yeah, what we're going to do, what I've done is I've clipped out some Mario music, just like 3 seconds. Some of them maybe 4 seconds, but like a very short sample of Mario music, and you have to guess which Mario game is it from.
Oh man, there's so many.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Initially I thought maybe any game with Mario in the title, but then I thought no, that's too cruel.
Mario's missing.
Because
Mario Tennis on Virtual Boy. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Like whatever, fucking Hotel Mario. And no, we're not doing that. These are just Mario platformer games. So
It's actually pronounced Mario.
Mario.
Run Marlo.
Right. Oh, Lady Linda's there. She is. She loves music quizzes. Yeah, she's gonna love this. So yeah, play along and have fun. See who can win. I'm not gonna keep score. If you guys can keep your own score, that would be good.
Spoiler alert, I'm going to win.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna double win.
Okay. All right then. So here we go. I've actually got some choices for you guys. So here we go. The first game, and if you're watching live, make sure you're logged into the quiz app so you can hear the music. But Danny will add in the music in post for the audio show so you can hear it. And the first game sounds a little bit like this. Okay then, so the choices are every single Mario game, every single Mario platformer game. So choose your answer for question 1. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Go. You can listen to it again if you want to, but...
Oh my god, I actually know this one.
Hey, there you go.
I know I knew it instantly, but I have a hunch this is a trick question.
No trick questions.
All right.
No trick questions. And no remakes, no bullshit, no fucking whatever.
Alternate versions.
Chinese version. Yeah, no DX version.
IQ version.
Yeah, no, whatever. just regular versions, yeah. Okay, so select your answer and press the button.
Next.
Cool. Just waiting for Sai and Ty for some reason.
Oh, I have to hit the next button at the bottom.
Yes. Just hit the next button and just hang out there for 1 second. Okay, so we have all the answers, and everyone says Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES, which is unfortunately the correct answer. Good job, guys.
Right? Are you sure that's not the Mario All-Stars version? Because it sounded like it.
Yeah, that kind of sounded like All-Stars version of that at a much higher quality sound than I was expecting.
Yeah, well, as far as I know, it was just the regular NES version.
Okay.
All right, then, here we go. So game number 2 sounds a little bit like this.
Okay. This is definitely from after I stopped playing Mario games.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, maybe Danny and Sairus, maybe you have a little bit of advantage against Ty here, because Ty stopped playing Mario games after Mario Bros. 3.
Me too. Well, I went to Mario World and
Not
a little
that
Yoshi's Island. That was the end.
Yeah. So I think Ty's only ever played 3 Mario platformers, so you guys might have an advantage. I'm sorry. Well, no, Ty, you played 64, right?
Yeah, I think I stopped playing Mario games halfway through Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame me for that one. But yeah, we're doing 2D games and 3D games, by the way. These are 2D and 3D.
All right.
All that.
So
Here we
I
go.
got
So
time
we
for
got the answers coming in. So Danny, you say. Danny says Super Mario Maker. Sairus says Super Mario 3D Land. That's the 3DS game. And Ty says New Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS. The
Shot in the dark.
gold. And Lady Lindis also agrees with Danny that it's Super Mario Maker. And is, of course, the correct answer. It is Super Mario Maker. I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
It's a great song. Yeah, if you haven't played Super Mario Maker or 1 or 2, what's wrong with you? It's a great game. You can make levels and stuff. It's really fun. You can play other people's levels.
Wow, the sales pitch like this.
We didn't. We'll probably talk about that in news actually later. Anyway, here we go. Question 3 sounds a little bit like this. All right then. So what do you got, guys?
Oh, I've heard this, but I don't think I have this game.
Yeah, I tried to give it like a really easy sample. I didn't, I wasn't trying to be tricky here. I was actually giving you like the actual melody from the game, like a recognizable melody.
Yeah, I've played some like music quizzes on YouTube, and they're just like, name this music from this movie, and it's like a horn plays, and then it's like finish, and you're like,
right.
Thanks.
Yeah, horns
I know that one.
AIF.
I like this one. I like this song actually. It's kind of got good music. All right then, here we go. See what we got. So Danny says New Super Mario Brothers U, the bad one from the Wii U. Sairus and Ty agree on Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS, the first 3D Mario game. And Lady Linda says New Super Mario Brothers on the DS, the old DS. And amazingly enough, Sairus and Tyrus are the winners with this one.
Wow.
Yeah, I just guessed.
Those claps
3D Land.
sounded like a 3DS sound sample.
Right?
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the,
Yeah, it was extra catchy, so I thought, okay, this has got to be like portable, right?
Yeah,
Right?
like that's
my
how
logic.
that's how I'm answering all these questions. Like, I have no idea what game they're from. I'm trying to infer the answer based on like the system quality.
right. So Chris is asking, he can't hear the music. Yeah, you got to press the little play button in the top right there, Chris, and you should hear the music. All right then, let's go to game number 4. It's a little bit like
Question 4
this.
of 20. This one's catchy as heck. All right, easy.
All right then, let's see what we got. Okay, so we're not agreeing on this one. Okay, interesting.
Wow.
I thought we'd all agree on this one. So Danny says Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, and Sairus and Ty say Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins on the Game Boy.
I didn't notice there was more than one Game Boy option. Okay.
And Lady Linda.
Now I'm second guessing myself.
Okay. Well, last chance to change your answer.
I think I'm
Lady
right.
Lady Lindis also says Super Mario Land 1 on the Game Boy. And yeah, Danny and Lady Lindis are correct.
Wow.
It is the first Mario Land. Yeah.
I also, I slam picked 6 golden coins because I didn't scroll up far enough to see the first one.
Right. Right. Hoisted by my own petard.
That's right. Be careful with scrolling. There are more games than you see on the screen, maybe. All right then, game number 5. Sound like this.
Weird.
That was fun.
All right.
Quite a weird one, isn't it? But that is genuinely an actual, famous song from a Mario game. If you play the game, you'll definitely heard it. Unless you're really, really, really bad at the game, then you might not have heard it.
I've not played this game.
You have played this game. So let's see what we got. So Sairus says New Super Mario Brothers U on the Wii U, the really bad one. And Danny agrees with Sairus.
I don't know. He said.
Oh god! Well, this scrolls all the way down to O. Jesus Christ! Okay, I need a few more seconds.
I tried to group them in like console or like type of game, Lady Linda says Mario Sunshine on the GameCube, and Ty is dawdling.
Mashing.
He's mashing, and Ty agrees with the rest of the Fami crew. That
I
is
do? Holy
the
shit.
Wii U version. And good job, guys. You three are wrong. It's Lady Linda's who's correct. It is Super Mario Sunshine, a game Ty just admitted that he played.
Yeah. I
don't remember it. I scrubbed it from my memory.
That's
These
a
are-
really
these are the-
interesting choice for Sunshine.
Well,
Yeah, where
was the
is
stage-
that?
That's the stage when you get your backpack taken off and you have to actually play a Mario game properly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I
So,
don't
yeah.
remember that at all.
So those levels are those levels are really hard, and
The
you
best
can't.
part of the game, basically. It's most
Yeah.
challenging and fun.
Yeah, it's because you're playing like Mario 64 again. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, they should have made
Okay.
a game like this.
Maybe
Anyway.
I didn't even do that. Hmm.
Lady Linda's, good job. Okay, here we go. Game number 6. They sound like these.
Ah, yes, the most famous waltz in all of musical history.
Yeah, I think we should all be good on this one. I think. I guess. Oh, we got some quick answers here. Danny and Sairus are right in there.
Boom.
Ty, for some reason, is struggling.
Really?
No, he isn't. No, there it is.
He's never
so
played
we
it.
all say it's Super Mario Brothers on the NES. I've never heard of it, but you're all correct. Good job.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
I love to point out that song is a waltz, right?
Yeah,
It's got-
and I have danced with my wife to the song before. It's
You
actually
would?
very pleasant to dance to.
right? Maybe slow it down a little bit, but yeah, great song.
Was there a big, like, sporty-looking guy at the side going, "Nerds"?
Right?
Yeah, I have a cardboard cutout that I leave there for those purposes.
Are you that guy I saw on Kotaku that got married in the GameStop?
All right then. Game number 7. Lucky for some. Here we go. Sound like this. Right. What do you think about this one?
What the fuck?
You could probably guess the era. It's probably not a retro game, right?
Right? I'm like, is this Soul Calibur?
A Mario game eternally retold on every
That's
console.
every Mario game.
Eternally rehashed.
Yeah.
That's the new Super Mario Brothers series. All right, then see what you guys got here.
All right, mash
So-
out a guess.
So lots of people are mashing on Mario Odyssey, which everyone agrees on except Ty. Ty thinks it's Galaxy 2, which is a good guess, and that's why Ty is completely incorrect because it is Odyssey. Good
Okay,
job, guys.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
guess.
like, hey, I recognize this, which means
Yeah.
I played it, which means it's
Yeah.
Odyssey.
You
Yeah,
could probably
the,
put in some like fake Mario games, and I might pick one.
Right. That's the what's it called? The waterfall, the T-Rex stage, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, it's that one. It's used in all the trailers. It's like, the most recognizable theme, which is why I put it in there. All right, then here we go. Game number 8. It sounds like these.
Easy peasy.
Okay. I think we probably all know this one. We've all admitted to playing this game at some point or another, possibly in this exact podcast episode. Let's see what you got.
Oh yeah, I was actually practicing this on piano.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's exciting. Okay, so
not that good at piano.
we all say Super Mario World on the SNES, which is 100% correct. It's a
Yeah.
classic. Everyone
This
knows
is
it.
one of those songs that, periodically will just start playing in my head for
Right.
weeks at a time.
Yeah, try waltz into that one, mate.
All right, you got it, Cyrus. You got to play Dark Tower on Commodore 64. Go on, a fucking song stuck in your head.
All right, then. Let's go to number 9. It sounds exactly like this. Okay.
Ah, yes, my time has come.
There can be only one. All right, then. Oh, Danny and Cyrus straight in there. Not even thinking about it.
Good.
Okay. Lady Linda's is thinking a little bit. more harder about it. So anyway, the Family Cruise says Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coin. They're trying their luck again. They've already answered that once. And Lady Linda also agrees. And you are all correct. Good job. It is Super Mario Land 2.
I remember this one now. There was no hesitation.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Game Boy options are dropped from this next one.
Tinny, echoey Mario music. You're done with those. Both are done. All right then. So game number 9. Let's see what we got here. Hit it.
I love it. It's cute.
Sorry, this is game number 10, right? Sorry.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I apologize.
Fun.
This one
You could do the Fortnite dance to this one.
Yeah, you're clicking your fingers on this one.
Oh boy. I think I know this one.
I have no idea what game this is.
Yeah, you'd be forgiven for not knowing about these ones. I mean, there's a lot of music that sounds similar in this series of games. Okay. Which is why we're all giving different answers, which is interesting. Okay, so Danny says New Super Mario Brothers U on the Wii U. Sairus says Super Mario Maker 2 on the Switch. And Ty says Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U, which has got incredible music. And Lady Lindis says New Super Mario Brothers Wii, which is correct. She is the only one of you guys who got it right.
This sounded like menu music, so I'm like, Mario Maker's got a bunch of menus.
That's,
well played.
Good call. Good call.
Yes.
I like that train of thought.
Mario Maker 1 and 2 are very similar kind of title screen music. So anyway, that's Mario, the Wii version, which wasn't even the last one. There's another one after that, right? Crazy. Anyway, game number 11. Let's do it. Beautiful.
Oh God, I don't know this one.
Oh, this is a coin flip.
All right, just mashing.
I'm just gonna assume it's this.
All right then. So game number 11. Let's see. Sairus was fastest. He went straight in with Galaxy 1, but Ty and Danny thought it was Galaxy 2. Okay, Lady Lindis is still thinking about it.
She's gonna come in for the win.
But it's funny how you guys, you've thought, which game it is, but you're not sure if it's the first or second. So you're on the right train of thought.
I have no idea.
The second one is just an expansion pack anyway.
It's a pretty good expansion pack. So actually, Lady Lindis and Sairus, you got the right side of the coin. It is Galaxy 1.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I've actually played that game. I've barely played any of Galaxy 2, honestly.
I'm not sure if it's in the first world, though, so you might not have heard it.
Okay.
Might be in world 2, so.
That didn't get there.
I watched my brother play that game, but that game has a vibe to its music.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible soundtrack. It's amazing. So interesting. James put Galaxy 1 first. How kind of him. It would have been cruel if I'd put Galaxy 2 first, right? But I didn't.
I thought that was the whole mind game.
Yeah, you see. It's all mind games. Anyway, game number 12 sounds like this.
All right,
What the heck was that?
Easy.
This is an easy one. I thought this was a slam dunk. We've all talked about this game multiple times.
No, it's a game nobody has ever heard of.
Yeah.
Okay, Sairus is giving it a few more listens, is he? Okay. All right then. So we've all got our answers in. So Danny and Ty and Lady Lindis think it's Mario 64, but Sairus is going for the wild card here. Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Interesting. Okay.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, no, you're. It's a little bit more advanced than that. It's Mario 64. You guys.
Yeah, I've never played Mario 64, so I'm like,
Oh,
really?
That's in the desert. Yeah. So what? Oh, Sairus. God.
You should give it a try. It's the first time I played through it was maybe the most fun I've ever had playing a video game.
I played like a little at a friend's house once, and I'm like, yeah. I'll go back to my Atari.
I mean, we were talking about speedrunning. Cyrus, you were on the quiz show, right? With
Yeah, I just smiled and nodded for a
Debunk.
lot of the Mario parts.
Right. If you watched any Mario 64 speedrun, you've definitely heard that music.
Yeah, I mean, Cyrus is just happy playing his Atari Jaguar, so.
Nice.
Jaguar, Mr. Moneybags over here.
Hey, you said Atari. That's just what my mind went to.
Okay, then. So anyway, game number 13. It sounds like this.
This is a song that gets stuck in my head a lot.
I've
So,
definitely played this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's available on certain online services.
Nope. Yep.
Is it available on
Maybe.
the internet?
Of course. Have you guys not heard of
Does your
emulators?
internet provider have access to this website?
Do you have a computer manufactured after 1993?
Well, it looks like you all do, because you've all said Yoshi's Island, which is the correct answer. Good job.
Man, I made it to the next to last stage in that game. I was playing on Game Boy Advance, and yeah,
Ooh,
I just got
bad
stuck.
version.
It's like a maze, right? And I just gave up.
I don't remember, but that game has amazing music. I love that soundtrack so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please don't play the Game Boy Advance version of Mario World or Mario World 2. Terrible music.
I don't like the screaming baby Mario. I could do without it.
Wah,
Right.
wah.
Yeah. Cyrus, we get it.
Sorry. Go on.
Stop that. All right, then. Game 14. The goal is in sight. Let's hit it.
Well, that's cute. I have no idea what that is.
I have
Wow.
suspicions, but it's fun.
Okay, Cyrus is straight in there. All right. Let's see what the other guys say. So Cyrus went straight in with New Super Mario Brothers Wii on the Wii. Danny went with Mario Brothers U on the Wii U. Ty says Mario Maker 2 on the Switch, and so does Lady Lindus. And so Ty and Lady Lindus, the only one actually used their brain cells here, because this sounds exactly like a game that we've already had, which is Mario Maker. It's Mario Maker 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
thought it-
god.
I thought it sounded like the Wii default menu. Like,
well, I mean,
Cyrus, we've already had Super Mario Brothers Wii. That was a previous question.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you how I got
Oh.
it, despite not playing it. I noticed you let the clip go for 7 seconds instead of 3 or 4, so I figured, okay, this must be James's favorite,
Hey,
right?
interesting. Yeah.
This is the kind of observation and mind games you needed in competitive esports,
You
such
could be
as
right.
Famicast quiz number 6.
Right. It also could be because Mario Maker 2's song is a little bit slower than Mario Maker 1, so to get
could
the I needed to let it go for an extra second.
Sure.
The first one was a lot faster. It just goes, you know. Anyway, let's keep going. Game number 15. Here we go. I think we're
This is the greatest of the Marios.
Ooh,
It's a catchy song.
controversial and wrong answer.
All right.
Okay then. All right, you guys are right in there. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Holy shit, you guys are on fire. Yes, it is Super Mario Brothers 2 /USA.
Yeah.
Good work,
Or
Mario
in
Game.
Japan,
Good
it was known as Doki Doki Literature Club.
job. Right.
I think on my Mario All Stars game, I probably played Mario 2 the most.
Wow, okay. Doki Doki Hentai Panic.
Ah,
Here we go then. So, okay, nothing more to say on that one. Game number 16 sounds like this.
I may have already submitted this answer for
Yeah.
another game, but whatever.
I know this song from somewhere. Was this put into Smash?
Oh,
Possibly.
probably actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be that. It's gotta be.
But yeah, this, like I've said in the previous question, the games in this series, I mean, I don't blame you for not knowing the differences.
Mm.
But Danny and Sairus are right in there with New Super Mario Brothers, the first one on DS, the original new one. And Ty's going to go and join the pack. But Lady Lindis says New Super Mario Brothers U. So
she's
the
right.
correct,
She's always right.
the correct answer is the Fami Crew. The Fami Crew got it. It is the first DS one.
Yeah, the sound quality was too low.
That was
Gotta be DS,
my clue
yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
That raspy DS speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what's fucked up is actually the DS speaker is extremely good. It's just like every game was compressed down to sound like shit.
Right.
I know this because I played pirated music on my DS.
Oh yeah, I guess I
And it
watched
sounded,
movies
and I'm like,
stuff on
holy
it.
shit! I didn't know my DS sounded this good.
Interesting. That's cool.
Right? It's
All right
wild.
then. Okay, we're on down to the last 4 games here now. This is game number 17. Let's hit it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I know this song too.
2.
If anyone's played this game, and this stage in particular, you will never forget it, because this stage is an absolute fucking bitch of a stage. Absolute bitch. And you hear this music a lot, because you're going to repeat this stage a lot.
Oh, I want to listen to this full track afterwards. I'm curious
Right?
what this is.
I heard this somewhere else, like not in a Mario game. Like somebody co-opted it for like an amusing YouTube video or something. Fuck.
It's almost like a Banjo-Kazooie song.
By the way, Cyrus, Lady Linda says, I'm with you, Cyrus. Love me some Mario too.
Yeah.
All right, then. We've got some answers here. So we have, Danny's gone with 3D World on the Wii U. Great game, great soundtrack. Cyrus goes for 3D Land on the 3DS. And Ty goes for Odyssey.
Just
on
mashing.
Switch. And Lady Lindis goes for the correct answer, which is Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not what I expect from Galaxy.
I was really thinking that this was the level where you can become the bee in 3D
which is
World.
also in Galaxy 2, by the way. Galaxy 2 is great. It's not just a level pack. I mean, they literally had so many ideas left over from Galaxy 1. They made a whole other game out of it, and it is really, really good. And they made all new soundtracks for it as well. There's no repeated soundtracks whatsoever. It's great. So this one is one where there's like saws going across these wooden planks, and you kind of have to jump on them while they're being cut away. And one mistake and it's like insta-death. It's an absolute bitch. So you get to hear that song a lot. Anyway, game number 18. Sound like this.
I think I know
Very
this one too.
generic sounding.
Yep.
4th time's a charm.
I'll take store brand video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The China one, Video Gam. with
Video
Mickey Mouse
Home.
on the front. Video Home with Mickey Mouse on the front.
Hey.
Yeah, pretty much. All right then. So let's see what we got here. So Danny has gone with.
All right, I have to click next.
Yeah, Danny's gone with New Super Mario Brothers U, the Wii U one. Cyrus has gone with Sunshine, and Ty has gone with New Super Mario Brothers 2, 3DS, all about the gold. And Lady Lindis has gone for New Super Mario Brothers Wii. And amazingly, the only person that got it right. That's right, it's Mr. Danny Bivens.
Dang.
Yeah, it is the Wii U one.
4th time's a charm. What's what I always say.
The rest of you guys chose games that we've already had, so good job, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
but
for
they're-
listening.
Really, that's really had like a Delfino sound to it. I'm like, I thought it was a shoe-in.
Yeah, if you've played Mario Maker 1 or 2, you hear this a lot because you can make Mario Brothers U stages in that game. So it's just the generic stage line. Anyway, let's go for game number 19, which sounds exactly like this.
Not a goddamn notion what this is.
Okay,
I don't even
I'll
know
give
what
you one.
games we've picked already.
Exactly. Gotta give you one in. Don't choose ones we've already had. For fuck's sake.
I don't remember what ones we've already had.
Why are both the Game Boy games gone?
See what we got here. So the only person. Oh, there we go. So Danny and Sairus agree that it is 3D Land. Okay, great game. And Ty, he's gone Mario Maker 1. And Lady Lindis is the only one who's actually selected a game that hasn't come up yet, which is New Super Mario Bros. 2, All About the Gold on the 3DS.
I did think it was a 3DS game, so I should at least get a half a point for it or something.
Sorry, I don't know how to do half points in this app.
Just fix it.
Right then. But yeah, good job for choosing a game that we've already had. But anyway, here we go. The last game. Game number 20. Can you believe there's been 20 Mario platformers? Holy shit. Here we go.
Yes, I can.
With this quiz, you really
There's
can.
been more, dude.
This game is glorious, and it sounds exactly like this.
Yokai Watch.
So
love it.
good. So
Yeah, that's a
good.
good song.
I love this music. This game has incredible music.
All right, I have no idea which ones we've done so far. I should have been going back and cheating and just changing all my answers.
Right. But amazingly, you've all gone to the same answer, which is Super Mario 3D World, which is the correct answer. Yeah.
Such a jazzy soundtrack. So like I
Right?
was just waiting.
I just went on that, like, James has been saying, Super Mario World's got the greatest soundtrack, the greatest soundtrack. And I was just like, okay, this is probably it, because he introed this with like, man, this game's got such a great soundtrack.
So bringing in the rear is Celsai and the entire circus, aka Ty, with 11 out of 20.
Woo!
And in second place, we have Danny with 13 out of 20. And the winner is a lady who's not even on the podcast. But congratulations to Lady Linda, 17 out of 20.
Wow, 17 is kind of nuts.
That's really good. That's good. Fantastic.
Considering I haven't even played 11 of these games, I'm pretty happy at getting that.
Right. Anyway, thanks for playing my amazing Mario music quiz. Thanks for playing. Go and play some Mario games. Go listen to the 3D World soundtrack. It's great. Back to you in the studio, Danny.
Thanks for that, James. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to flip it right back to you because you know what time it is.
Holy shit, aren't you tired of hearing me talk? It's Japa-news. I'm not going to say anything for the whole news segment.
That's
Okay.
totally fine. We're big boys. We can handle this. So yeah, Japa-news is a fair amount of news going on. Actually, not too terribly much, but just to get through a couple of these things. So this is a game that I think pretty much everybody on the show is at least somewhat interested in, and this is Doom Eternal. Which is supposed to be coming out next month. Not. Bethesda just said, hey. Basically, they're like, yeah, we need some more time to work on this game to make sure it's functional or whatever. And it's been delayed.
Doom Guy.
Yeah, it's Doom Guy. He needed to take a little bit of a vacation.
Oh wait, tell me it was on backwards. That's why the game isn't coming out till March.
Yes.
Shit.
I nailed it.
Is the Switch version not coming out in March as well? It's coming out later.
Who knows when that's coming out?
Yeah, they on the official Doom Twitter, they said the Switch version will release after other platforms, and that was it. I don't know what that exactly means.
This is getting to be a tale eternally retold, if you know what I mean.
I think Bethesda have been pretty good with Switch.
Yeah,
They love it. And it hasn't released, much later, like other stuff. That they've released. Except Doom, because that was
yeah,
the Switch wasn't out at that point.
yeah, they've had a pretty good track record with, if you think about Wolfenstein and then Doom, Doom, Wolfenstein, Youngbloods. Those were
Youngblood was day and date.
Well, okay, never mind. Okay, I'll take that back. Wolfenstein 2 was released a year or so before on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah,
never mind.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It'll get there when it gets there, I guess. And Doom 64. Okay, I'm kind of confused because I heard that it's going to be pushed back to be coinciding with the Switch release, but at the same time, they said that Doom 64 is a pre-order bonus for the game.
Yeah, I thought it was a pre-order bonus. You can play it early.
I think it's both.
Okay, but then they said that will become available on the same day as like that Doom Eternal is releasing on the other big boy platforms. But they didn't specifically say that about the Switch version, so I really don't know.
Oh gosh, I don't know either. Then, like I thought like it was coming out like super soon, but
Well,
you could get it instantly if you like pre-ordered Doom Eternal.
well,
Does this
yeah,
sound right to you guys?
it just
Yeah, yeah.
that got pushed back too.
Okay. Oh, that sucks. Come on, it's a Nintendo 64 ROM, guys.
Yeah, that would make sense. Like, oh, we delayed the game, but here's your pre-order bonus, Doom 64 for free to play in the meantime. Thanks very much. See you later.
You will have to wait until the launch of the actual game before you can get your pre-order bonus.
Yeah, that sucks.
This
But anyway,
week is fucked.
I mean, there's too many games releasing, over the next 3 months anyway. Too many
Yeah,
games.
they're
to
actually doing us a
play.
favor. Thanks, Bethesda.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hate
No,
to say it, but I was
imagine-
thinking the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to
Well-
put enough hours in it, this year to be worthy of it. So might as well put it next year.
Well, this next bit of news is actually right up Cyrus's alley. This is something that he's been clamoring for a while, actually.
I think everyone actually. There is a new Brain Age game coming to the Switch in Japan on December 27th. The game has lots of different modes and ways to play, from using the IR sensor on the Joy-Con, writing on the touchscreen with a stylus, included with the physical version, among others. This game will retail for 2,680 yen digitally and 3,480 yen physically. The touch pan will be available for 800 yen.
I think that's a typo.
No, it's
I've got
actually
a Mario Maker touch pan, by the way.
I want
Yeah,
a
you got
touch
that?
pan.
Yeah, I got a touch pan right here. It's good.
yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Just in case you guys out there haven't seen the touch pan for this upcoming game, it's just black. There's nothing special about it. It's just it's basically the same thing as the Super Mario one that James and I both have, but it's just black.
I remember there was like a calligraphy game on the original DS that came with a huge stylus, that looked like a calligraphy brush,
Mhm.
and it came in like a huge box here in Japan. It never got a localization, of course. It's all about writing Japanese kanji.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those actual Japanese calligraphy pens.
Yeah. It actually looked like a Fude pen. Pretty crazy. Kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, I don't. With this game, I'm actually kind of excited though. I've always liked Brain Age. I thought it was fun. Maybe something kind of cool to talk about here on the show and stuff too. Especially if it doesn't get a release in the West for a while. I mean, then obviously, if you're thinking about importing this game, there's some things that I think you'd be able to do pretty easily. Like with the IR sensors, you can use your hand to make numbers and stuff. Obviously, you could do simple math and stuff like that with the touchscreen. That's fine. But then there's stuff where you have to write kanji or something like that.
Right? Yeah. Good luck
You
with
might
that.
get a little lost on that or something. But if you're, yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this one's language locked.
Yeah, it's going to have to be seriously localized for it to make sense.
There's a lot of kind of stealth things that need localizing with the Brain Age games, because when I say European, I mean, the UK is about soon to be very not European, but European people write sevens and ones differently. Like when a Dutch person, for example, writes a 7. It looks different from when a British person or American person writes a 7 and a 1. So that kind of recognition really gets fucked up with these kind of games. So they do have to localize that as well.
Huh.
And Japanese people again are also different. So
Huh.
yeah, interesting localization point there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to try to pick this up and talk about it on the show. It's going to be kind of weird to try to do direct feed footage with this because I don't think it's possible for some.
You need to do like a video of you actually, wanging your arm around with the IR pointer.
Yeah, but it's going to be kind of a bitch from writing stuff on the touchscreen.
Well, obviously you can't do that bit.
I've seen a few setups for fighting game people where they've got a direct feed of the game and then a camera pointed at their arcade stick showing their fingers and
Right.
things. Let's do
I
that.
suppose
Yeah, you do that.
I'm feeling adventurous.
You just gotta get. You just gotta get a camera at just the right angle. It might be a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
That's right.
it would be.
Danny, you're going to stream Ring Fit Adventure as well, right?
Oh yeah, totally day one. No, I have no interest in that game. Um, well,
Next.
speaking of other Japan-related things that people in the West doesn't matter at all, but I just thought we mentioned this in the show a couple of months ago, but there's actually a really big Nintendo Live event coming up this weekend. And this is Nintendo did this last year. They did one in Tokyo and Kyoto. This is just a chance for the public to be able to play like upcoming Nintendo games. It's called Nintendo Live. And this year it's Nintendo Live 2019. It's set for Kyoto this weekend, but there's this huge super typhoon that's coming through. So Nintendo's kind of like thinking about maybe canceling it for safety's sake and stuff. So kind of stinks for gamers that wanted to get their hands on stuff because I don't think they're going to reschedule it.
Right.
If it's done, it's just done.
We had a massive typhoon, like, just a few weeks back, right?
Yeah.
It's like power outages and stuff in Chile.
Yeah.
And that was an even stronger one coming. Holy shit. This might be our last episode ever. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, who knows?
Make it a good one.
Yes. Anyways, I thought that was of interest. If you're in the Kyoto area on October 13th and 14th, good luck to you.
Head on out. Let us know how it goes.
Let us know, please.
Take your umbrella with you. It might get a little bit rainy.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just get some rain boots. It'll be good.
Yeah.
All right. And I know a little bit about this story, but whoever put this on here, do you want to take it away?
I suppose that's me?
Sure.
Okay, so if you've been watching the news or my angry tweets, you'll see that Hong Kong player Blitzchung, I guess his whole name is Chung Blitzchung New Wai?
Ingwai, I think.
Ingwai. I'm not so good with the pronunciation. But anyway, all right, big time Hearthstone champ, right? So on stream in an interview, he basically said "Free Hong Kong," and holy shit, Blizzard decided that went against their behavior standards or some shit. Took away all his prize money, banned him from the tournaments because he made Daddy China mad. And a lot of people are real pissed about Blizzard kowtowing to China.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
It's
I was
kind of
just gonna
happening
say-
at the same time as the NBA got into flack over calling out support for the protests in Hong Kong, and
Right? Not to mention Hollywood. There was a South Park episode not a few days ago where it was entirely about China shitting up
That's cool.
everything, and I'm like, wow, that's some timing.
Oh, I
South
like
Park
it
has
when
also
South
been
Park.
pulled in China.
I love it when South Park's like really like actually topical, like that day, that week. It's
yeah, they're
always
usually
exciting.
like a week behind if they're on, but this like they're actually out ahead of the stuff, so like
Right.
Yeah, it was
they have their finger on the pulse.
I remember
Absolutely.
finding out like finding Saddam Hussein in a cave like happened like literally 24 hours after the actual event happened. It was on the show. It's crazy.
That's dedication.
Right. So my advice is to cancel all your Blizzard subscriptions. And there's another thing. There's a startup online trading card game that they said, okay, we're just gonna pay this guy all of his prize money ourselves, I guess, to promote our game.
Yeah, they're like, we stand for freedom of speech, so we're going to pay for his prize money and enter him in our tournaments, and we'll totally jump onto this protest thing as a marketing experience, but whatever.
Holy shit. This is the kind of video game culture war I'm into.
But yeah, it's like it seems like it's going pretty big. Blizzard, like, they disabled their entire Blizzard Reddit was set to private mode for several days.
Oh yeah, they disabled comments on the story, like just for starters.
Yeah.
It's a great
like,
look.
In the Blizzard campus, or one of the campuses, can't remember which, there's a big statue of like an orc riding a wolf or something, and they have all the Blizzard tenants on a plaque around it that's like, freedom for all or this kind of
Right.
stuff. And some disgruntled employees covered them up with paper because they're not happy with the situation. So
Right. There's a lot of division inside Blizzard as well. Shit is happening, guys.
Yeah.
In conclusion, support Hong Kong, fuck China. Thanks very much. Thanks
Yeah.
for playing.
Free Hong Kong. We're all gonna get black bag tomorrow. Last episode.
I saw
It really is, isn't it?
I saw one pretty funny, like it's actually a really interesting take on it that a lot of people are trying to get Mei from Overwatch. She's a Chinese character. They're trying to like brand her as a pro Hong Kong character.
Cool.
That way that like so they want to link her inextricably, whatever that word is, to the protest, so that China has to ban all of Blizzard's stuff anyway in China.
I saw that. All right click save some of those images.
Yeah.
There it is. It's okay. We're allowed to say this. It's Japa-news, not China news.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're allowed to say whatever the fuck we want in Japan.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Ireland. Probably.
Let's not talk about the Emperor, though.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, come on, now let's have some common sense here.
Yeah.
That's terrible, Dan. Don't even bring his name up. It's disrespectful.
Who?
Yeah, so delete all your Blizzard stuff, burn all your Hearthstone cards.
Way ahead of you there, mate. Way ahead of you.
Cancel your WoW subscription. Let's go.
I am curious to see how many people actually don't buy Overwatch on Switch coming up soon because of this.
Oh yeah, don't buy Overwatch on Switch.
Oh,
there
shit.
you go.
Whew. Now I don't have to buy Overwatch on Switch. That's great. Send me a bit of cash. Right then. Is that end of Japa-news?
Yeah, that's the end of the
I think so. I can't think of anything else.
Yep, that'll do it for the news. So let's go ahead and move into a little bit of feedback. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that that you want read out on the air, or some kind of comment on anything that we've been doing, please feel free to do so. You can email us at thefamicast@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter at thefamicast, Facebook at thefamicast. Leave a comment on our YouTube page. Leave a comment on our webpage, famicast.com. Something like that. We will see it, and we'll probably read it on the air. So, James, do we have anything that jumped out to you?
So, on Twitter, we had a whole bunch of comments because friends of the show, the Switch Island, kind of like, what do you call it? Friend Friday?
Yeah.
Us. And like tons of other Nintendo podcasts. So, thank you to all of those podcasts. Thank you. There's too many to read out. But anyway, thank you to everyone. So yeah, I kind of mentioned the Famicast in part of one of my tweets, so it kind of got looped in there. But I talking about the Ring Fit Adventure, I kind of edited down the Ring Fit Adventure video into like all the weird, creepy bits that the guy did, just to prove all you guys wrong. Because you guys, I don't think it was that creepy. Now, what do you guys think? Now you saw my re-edit of it. Sairus, comment.
He's a lovely man.
The only time I actually I was at an airport whenever they first they released that first trailer, and I was like, what the hell? This is what they were waiting for? They kind of had like a lead up to it, and I was like, this is it. I'm done. I'm just done watching this. I just totally missed out on.
My favorite is when I cut to the woman looking at the man, and she kind of looks him up and down in this kind of like, I hate this guy so much. Oh, I can't wait for this to be over. Oh, it's so weird. That kind of look in her eyes. So yeah, good luck to her. If she is one of your friends and she is missing, please contact the authorities.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you to Chris Unseen for all his nice comments towards us about our TGS coverage and everything. Man. The last episode was about TGS. That seems like a long time ago.
Actually, just like from being on the outside, you guys really nailed it doing TGS stuff. That was awesome.
Thanks very much. So let's go to a little bit of YouTube comments.
Yeah, hear me.
Oh yeah, YouTube have made a new section on their comments. Now they've got spam and they've got likely spam ? And all of those. What's his name? Fucking not Chariot Goblin. What's it? Karmic Wheel. All of his comments got put in the likely spam folder.
He's on watch.
I guess that's answered that question. So got a comment from Riskrino. He says Ayano Irizuki's English is so much better than James's Japanese. He's referring to the interview that we had with Ayano, the TGS booth model in the last episode.
Is
And
he
that's
right?
probably true. It's probably true. Her English is pretty good. Tad, did you enjoy that interview?
Actually, I did get around to watching it. Holy shit!
I know
I
you
need to
didn't,
watch
because
it.
if you did, you would have you would have said something to me, because I controlled you through the whole interview.
Oh my god! Okay.
I was kind of
Oh.
just waiting for your comment. I got nothing. I'm like, shit, he hasn't watched it. It's funny.
I gotta.
It got funnier the longer you didn't watch it.
All right.
Cherry
I'll
Goblin
wait.
says, if someone had never heard of Banjo-Kazooie, this Bear and Bird would seem like a rip-off Duck Hunt. Microsoft copying Nintendo. I guess that's true, isn't it? Bear and Bird combo. Yeah,
Oh,
I think we mentioned that in the last episode.
They even played on it in the reveal trailer for
Right,
Banjo-Kazooie.
right.
I did.
He also says, welcome to Nintendo's new second pillar. He's talking about our Mario Kart Tour video. If they really want their mobile division to succeed, they should probably start revealing updates about their mobile games in Nintendo Directs. Ooh,
Right.
not sure how that's true, but
They should also start making good games.
yeah. I don't think I want mobile games in Nintendo Directs. Thank you very much.
Don't. Maybe if it's like
Yeah.
mobile direct to something specifically towards that, then to be like, okay, I don't have to watch this.
That's a good idea, actually.
James Allen says, welcome back, Danny.
Hey,
There it is.
thanks.
KH fan 890 with a picture of one of the Kingdom Hearts characters as his icon. He's asking Danny's Super Famicom controller showcase video that he did. He says, if I use them, will these work if I use them on Super Nintendo games on Switch rather than the Super Famicom ones?
And what I would say is maybe watch farther than 5 seconds into the video, and that is covered.
Yeah,
The answer is yes.
Oh,
Seriously.
so bitter. I love it.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine that? Like, just because it's got the colored buttons, you can't play the game. It's like, no, you're playing the American games. You can't
Yeah,
play.
it's like,
you
no,
can't use
like
that.
all that stuff's totally fine. Doesn't matter which one you play. You can use the NES / Famicom app too, and you can see your controller that you're
Famicom.
using up in the corner. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, you can use it for anything. Actually, I mean, if it's a D-pad game, you can use it. I didn't talk about it in my new business because Danny talked about Cuphead a lot, but I recently bought Cuphead and I've been playing Cuphead with this.
Oh, cool.
And it works beautifully. And this is a way better D-pad than the fucking Pro Controller.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the answer is all games work if it's got D-pad support.
Yup.
Russ Greeno, he says about Sonic Racing. He says it certainly looks speedy, but it totally lacks any character. Mario Kart Tour still has that Nintendo charm despite its shortcomings, which I guess is true. Like visually, like presentation-wise, Mario Kart Tour has the edge, but everything else is garbage. I can't talk about that because that's a Patreon exclusive video. But next one, why Final Fantasy VII video review? That was from quite a while back, wasn't it, Danny?
Yeah.
But we've just got a brand new comment just now. The greatest game ever made, portable. Can I nostalgia bait anywhere I want? Wow, that's a new word I've never read before.
Yeah.
For less than 10 English pounds, the value is amazing. I encourage anyone who hasn't played this game to give it a go. I wish I was experiencing it for the first time all over again. I was 10 playing this game the first time around. Now I'm 31, and it's still my favorite ever. Danny, over to you.
It's a good game. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Well
Thanks,
said.
Thanks for the input. We got some. We got some nice comments on our Patreon page as well. We have a Patreon website where people can comment on our videos and articles as well. Chris just really wants to nail down that he thinks Dr. Mario World is the only good mobile game Nintendo has ever made.
My wife is crazy about that game. She's playing it
Oh,
every
yeah?
day. Yeah.
He also agrees that Mario Kart Tour is hot garbage, and they really should stop wasting their resources on shitty cash grabs like it.
Yeah.
Unless it's more Dr. Mario World.
Yeah, I've played a little of Pokemon Masters. That game is also hot garbage.
It's all about that cheddar, man. It's it's lining their pockets.
Uh,
Not saying that I'm gonna play it, but somebody will. And somebody's gonna pay money. Sure as hell isn't me.
Yeah, I guess the rest of the chat is all about what games people want to play for Famicast Game Night later this month. It's exciting. So yeah, if you want to get in on that chat, you can hop on our patrons Discord channel for only $1. You can talk about games and shit with us.
yeah.
And $3 gets you all the exclusive videos and the exclusive podcasts. Which there were a lot last month because we kind of were a bit slow on the previous month, so it kind of rolled over into the next month. So I think we had like 5 podcasts last month. And if you're not a patron, you only listen to 2 of them. The other 3 were patron exclusive. So yeah,
Right.
give it a shot, even if it's just for a month.
What are you doing with your life? Join it.
Pay $3, download the entire backlog, and then bail out.
It's been like 3 years
Burn it
later,
onto a
do it
CD.
again.
Right.
Right. Actually, yeah, you should do that, and then like forget to cancel and keep giving us $3.
Right.
That's our entire business model.
I need cup noodles.
Yeah, this is to feed Tyrone. He needs energy.
Oh yeah, I think we're on 41 exclusive episodes, and this is 159. So yeah, congratulations, 200 episodes, guys.
Woo!
This is
Ooh,
it.
we did it.
200 episodes. Kind of a weird way to calculate it, but whatever. It's our 159/200th episode, but whatever. Deal
Just
with
leave
it.
it at that. It sounds
All
good.
right. Okay.
Is that the name of the new Kingdom Hearts game?
Yes.
Yep.
All right then, Danny. Should we move on to
Yes.
Twitter handles and stuff?
Yep. So that is going to bring it to the end of the show. But before we do that, Sairus, you have something.
I
to
do.
share.
I do. So, in surprise announcement, now that I'm a big indivisible star, I think I've settled all the time I can here. So this will be my last episode of the Famicast.
What?
I know. So
What?
it was while I was playing Resident Evil that I actually decided I don't really like playing video games anymore.
Wow.
Resident Evil did it to you. Holy shit.
So it was actually just that, like, I had all these games that I was like, oh, I have to play Resident Evil, and I have to play Resident Evil Zero, and I have to play, like, I had this list of games, and I realized I didn't actually want to play any of them. I just had to.
Right.
And then I was like thinking back in the previous games that I played recently, and it's like I didn't enjoy any of them except Demon's Crest. That game's awesome.
Ooh.
And it was just like for like years I'm like, man, I haven't really liked any of these things. I'm just kind of playing them out of obligation to play them. So I said, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna like cut gaming out of my life for the most part because I can do stuff I actually enjoy. So and since I won't really have much to talk about on Famicast, it's probably not good for me to be here too much. So I'm gonna leave the Famicast. I'm gonna keep doing the Patreon episodes that people have paid me to do. But because those are fun, like doing the games that made me. Those are really fun episodes and the Fami-quizzes and things.
And those are games you played in the past. That's
when gaming
you don't
was
need
cool.
to play any new games for that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna bow out. I'll still be around, but I won't be on the regular shows, I think.
Not even going to listen to the shows either.
No, it would just be too painful. I'd be trying to interject comments and things, but no one would hear me. Only my tears would listen.
So on a completely unrelated note, if you'd like to be on a podcast, get in touch.
Job opening.
If you like sitting in the bottom left corner of
Right.
of YouTube videos,
Person who lives in Japan preferred. Non-smokers only. Thanks very much.
yeah, but clearly not required. Yeah, I was actually
yeah.
I was actually checking. With the first episode I did was like when Ty invited me on to talk about the Pokken tournament beta
That's
test in the
right.
arcade. So that was like 2015, I think.
Sounds about right.
Was that
Been
called
like-
Pocation Test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been.
Yeah.
Right,
was.
because I
You're
knew
welcome.
Cyrus through fighting games and Skullgirls, and I think we both happened to be going to the Pokken test, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, hey, why don't you get on the podcast? You can talk about it. He's like, okay.
And I never went home.
You never went home. You've overstayed your welcome.
Been locked in the basement ever
Cyrus's,
since.
Cyrus's origin story on his last episode.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so thank you very much, guys, for the many years of good times. It was
Yeah.
good times.
What we're going to
Cyrus.
have to do about our little, Sprite logo things? I don't want to cut Cyrus out. That's going to look weird.
Just cut his
Yeah.
head off and
Weird.
like put in like another one of you, or like combine you, me, and Ty all together into
Right.
one.
Yeah, just replace all three of you, but all of you putting your hands up in this pose.
Right, yeah. That's our new pose, our Famicast pose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it saves me updating the long hair, putting it back. I've been meaning to do that for weeks.
Oh, you got long hair again?
Yeah.
He does.
Shit. Yeah. Man. Don't know what to say.
All right.
Thanks for playing.
Well-
Thanks for joining.
Yes, Cyrus, thank you so much for your many years of service to the
Yes.
Famicast machine. No.
Americans
Yeah.
always say that, don't they? Thank you for your service. But not usually for podcasting. But
Right.
Yeah. But just to go ahead and give out our Twitter handle so that you will know where to find us. You can find me, Danny, at DannyBiv, DannyBiv. James, where can we find you?
it's right on the screen, mate. At Family Complicated. If you want to check out my Ring Fit Adventure Supercut, check out my media section of my my Twitter. Good times.
Wait. Cyrus, where can we find you?
You can find me at Celsci on the Twitters.
And Tyrus.
Oh my goodness. Super Cat Drugs on the Twitter. On Shitbird, as I call it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You can find my subversive video game tweets and my bad words that I use sometimes.
Best Twitter handle on the internet.
Hands down.
Second would be Smug Shitlord.
Right?
He won a contest with us once.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
He was the man who inspired us to not put the Twitter handles on our thank you posts.
Anyway, that's going to bring the episode to a close. As always, out there, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in. For these guys, thanks so much for coming on and making the Famicast a thing. Cyrus, happy trails, buddy. I'm sure we'll be talking.
Sayonara.
Yeah, sayonara.
Oh.
Get it?
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh,
We've already had an episode title called that. I'm not calling it Sayonara Part 2.
2.2, 2.0, 2.2, whatever. All right, that's going to do it. So we will catch you guys later. See ya.
please.
Peace.
Lights.